Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. Let me make sure. Ooh, I don't have all my lights on. One moment. Bam, now I do. What's going on, everybody? Hope all of you have had an absolutely fantastic Saturday. I have no complaints. It's been a relatively good day. Got to spend some time with my family. We did some shopping, did some meal prepping to make sure we had some nice healthy meals for throughout the week. Good times, good stuff. And now I'm going to end the day with a little bit of game playing. They are going crazy outside my window having some sort of barbecue party or whatever. So if that bleeds in, I apologize in advance. Nothing I can do about that. Folks having their own kind of fun. Nothing to be mad at. Darmo, what's up, man? Hey, you just started your playthrough? That's awesome, dude. What's up, Travis? Bloodlines 2 has not been sentenced to death. I'm quite certain it's going to still come out. What's up, Sean? How are you, man? Just got the game. What is a good build for a playthrough of the main campaign for my main character to not overlap companions? I am using a ranger who is dual wielding weapons. I've got a long sword in one hand and either a dagger, kukri, or short sword in the other hand, and that has been very, very nice. It's not overlapped with anything else. If you tell me whether you're going to be doing a good aligned or evil aligned playthrough, I can give you a better idea of whether or not what you have planned will overlap with the party members you're probably going to use. What's up, Tim? What's up, Threed? How are you all? Space Ghost, what's good, man? Yeah, I appreciate it. Like the stream for sure if you all are enjoying it. CM Punk got stomped. Uh-oh. All right, when we ended, it looked like we were about to storm this fort. In fact, I think I've got to talk to whoever's the main guy over here. Yeah, I assume it's Vale. And then we're all going to storm this fort together. And I have no idea. Ooh. He says, stay close, and I'm automatically walking it. Okay, cool. We're storming this fort to rescue the maids that got kidnapped. And it looks like we're gonna have a heck of a lot of help with us, so I guess that means we're gonna be facing a heck of a lot of foes. Figured y'all wouldn't have anything, but okay. What's up, Crippler? How are you, dude? Carno, what's up, man? I appreciate the subscription over on Twitch, dude. 10 months. Yo, that's awesome, dude. Thank you for all the support. Playing a tiefling sorcerer, planning for a red dragon disciple. Nice. You beat chapter 3, Rather Righteous. Ooh, nice. That's awesome, dude. I might try to rage or like those in other RPGs. Yep, it definitely feels powerful in this one, Sean. Whoa!
The doors! Get to the doors!
Crispy!
You men, get back in there and seal the doors!
Oh, he's got a magical, what's that, a great sword?
Rally to me! Push these dogs back!
Rally to me! I'm gonna deal with all your homeboys.
Ooh, now you got me mad! See what they're made of!
Why didn't they? Oh, am I stuck? No, I'm not stuck.
To the breach! Again!
We good? We're good. Yeah, it did go by quick, Cardinal. Appreciate you, dude. Damn it, Nath. Savan, I want those doors open. Now. Sorry about the delay. This should only take a moment. It's all right. Battles are usually unpredictable. Vale, we're being counterspelled. I don't think we'll be able to open the doors from this side. Wonderful. Looks like the Brotherhood has a few tricks of its own. All right, backup plan. I know this keep has an escape tunnel somewhere. I want you to find the tunnel exit and use it to get inside the keep. Once inside, kill which other wizards are countering our spells so we can open the doors. The tunnel entrance would be in the mountains, far beyond these walls, where invaders would be unlikely to look. I will mark the likely region on your map. Why don't we all just use the tunnel? Because I don't relish the idea of our entire force being packed into a confined space, that's why. A small team is best, and that means you. I'll go have a look around then. Make it fast, Yorvith. Looks like the weather's about to turn against us. All right. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I was about to say, I saw some remains come out, so I thought there should be stuff that I could pick up. Yep. Got that. Did any of you watch the THQ Nordic show? I did, and I thought the trailer for Gothic Remake was really, really freaking cool. Titan Quest looked cool as well, but I'm just not really into those type of games, so it didn't grab me as much. But Gothic was definitely my type of game. Looked like something I would play. So this marker, okay, so it's nowhere here. I'm gonna have to leave the entire area. Everyone slandered. What's the first thing they should do, Travis? Gonna save. You did. Gothic looks so awesome. You pre-ordered it? Nice. Yeah. I was a bit, oh. It didn't let me. You would think they would let me go to the global maps. It's apparently that's what I need to do, but okay. You keep trying to pretend you're not looking forward to Bloodlines, Travis, but as much as you talk about it, I think secretly you're excited for it. But yeah, I definitely agree that Gothic looks amazing. I'll be playing Gothic. I'll also be playing Titan Quest when they release the Necromancer class. Do they have a specific time frame when that's supposed to happen? What's up, Godzilla? How are you, man? Try to never pre-order games unless there's a specific bonus or something impossible. Should be cool. Yeah, I rarely pre-order games. When I get a little bit more money, I'm going to go ahead and pre-order Dark Heresy, though. For sure. Okay. Y'all want to come along? I'm not getting it at all. Even canceled it to do Gothic 1? You're gonna get it. Something tells me sooner or later you're gonna end up picking it up. Do you have buffs? I can't remember.
Yes.
I know for sure you do. And then you. And then you. And then yeah, you. Yep, you. And you. And then you. And then finally you again. Excellent. Haste extend. Why are you running over there? What are you doing? Why are you using your hands? Oh, it just looked like it. Oh, what are you? Where are y'all running?
for high cliff.
they're made of! Time for a little...
Can we stop now? Can we chill out? Good Lord. All right. Okay, that's where we face the what's-his-name creature. Are there? Jeez. Oh, crap. Didn't mean to be using him. Want to see how to tell you my exact thought? Sure. What's up, Danny? You're playing this right now? Nice. Great minds, man. I've been really enjoying my time with it. Damn, I'm only getting 4 experience points for defeating these guys. I must be way above their level. Yep, this is a separate area. Oh, sooner or later, these veins of ore are going to be useful to me. It's almost getting to the point that it's irritating that I don't know what's going on with them. This goes to Crossroad Keep interior. This is where I came from, right? But the problem is I only recognize... Wait. So if I'm going over here... Right. So I only recognize one of those little tucked away areas. One of them I missed. What's up, Cash Gaming? How are you, dude? An escape player with monsters they can't control, only risk slowing them down. So the people they're escaping with will catch up. Okay, so this is one area. Oh, so that wasn't the first little tucked away nook. Yep, sure wasn't. Here we go. And I almost missed that. Anything else down over here? Nope. And that would be to all the way back. Okay, cool. Now we're good. Now we're cooking with grease. So if I come back over here, do I keep... Yeah, I keep going straight forward, right? Keep going straight forward. We went in that little room. What's up, Cynical? You're on the QA tester before the game came out around 15, 16 years ago. Nice! Good memories. Hey, I hope you're proud of what you all were able to do. I've been thoroughly enjoying it so far, dude. Dark Heresy CRPG has been your dream game, really, for over a decade now, Damas. That's awesome, man. I hope it lives up to your expectations. I'm really excited for it, even though I have no specific expectations. And we just walk right through that trap very nicely. Very nice. Are we? Okay, yep, we're still going the right way, right? Yeah, we already went in that room. And so, yep, just continue over here.
Get him!
Starfinder CRPG? No, Kirk, I don't think there's been a Starfinder CRPG announced. Are you sure about that? I know they announced they were doing a crossover event with a group. I forgot what the name of that game is, but a group that does a pretty popular MMO, but I haven't heard anything about a Starfinder CRPG. Ooh, is this one of those? Oh, Bone Spider. I don't think we've seen a Bone Spider before. That's interesting. Everybody come in here. Don't focus your feats on combat, focus on metabolic feats and use buffs. Whoa. Why does it seem like... There we go. I was about to say, where's all my people? And looks like... girl.
Nature will have its say.
Where's...
Who's for a fight? Come on.
Okay, she's on her way. She's on her way. There we go. Just wanted her around just in case to make sure. Ooh. Potion of bull strength. I'll take it. Short sword. Look at that. Pass the sword. What's this crate? Bunch of other things. Beautiful. All right. Just got announced yesterday. What's up, you know? How are you, dude? Epic Tellers. Here, hold on. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Starfinder Afterlight is coming. The stars are calling, your crew stands ready. The Epic Tellers team is proud to announce its partnership with Pazzo to bring the very first party-based RPG video game in the beloved Starfinder universe? Holy shit! In Starfinder Afterlife, you will assemble a crew of misfits from across the Pack worlds and become the legends in this single-player party-based RPG. Find unique companions scattered across the stars, each with their own personal stories and dilemmas. There are no wrong answers. Experience a story-driven game where choices matter and nothing is forbidden. Everything has consequences. Factions remember your deeds, and companions judge your heart in a game with branching storylines which ensure no two adventures are alike. Are you already a Starfinder TTRPG veteran? Experience the full depth of Starfinder 2nd Edition combat and Starfinder Afterlife. Engage in turn-based battles with different classes while leveling up and collecting alien gear. This is fucking insane. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Yo! Oh, my audience is... There's a trailer?
Now.
Now?
What part of now didn't you get, Musclehead?
Okay. In a galaxy threatened by war, a grim destiny has been revealed. A dark power determined to undo space itself. Only a crew of larger-than-life heroes can save the day.
Wait.
Dude!
Are those supposed to be us?
Yes, isn't it cool?
Oh, boy.
Coming soon to Kickstarter. So we're probably a long ways away from the game actually coming out. But still, so wait a minute. That if this is your crew of party members, it looks like you get 1, 2, 3, 4 aliens and then 3 humans. Yo! This looks sick. No, I hadn't heard of this at all, Kirk. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am 110% going to do a video on this. Wow. Did not know about this at all. What's up, Ultron? How are you, dude? So it looks like it's a developer called Epic Tellers Entertainment. I've never heard of them before. What's up, Masha? This dev has no other credits. I don't know that to be true. If you click on them, we are Epic Tellers. Once upon a time, a crew of humble game developers gathered around the campfire to tell stories over their shared love of role-playing games, follow their own quest to tell their fables to the world. The studio was born with the purpose of telling deep and rich stories to the world and challenge industry conventions. So listen closely, fearless adventurer. A tale is just about to begin. So yeah, it does look like Starfinder Afterlife would be their first game, but I mean, Pathfinder Kingmaker was Owlcat's first game, so doesn't mean we're not in for something amazing. Wow, okay, so this was announced on the 1st. Damn. I did not know anything about this. So wait, they're on Twitter? Let me make sure I follow them. And I'm going to retweet this. Oh, yeah, PC Gamer talked about it as well. And it's not getting nearly the amount of buzz that it should. Let me go ahead and quote this. Holy shit. Somebody is finally making an RPG in the Starfinder universe. I'm really happy for all of the players who have been begging for something like this to happen. I hope it's great. Dude. Wow. Sick. Absolutely sick. 100% I'll be getting Expanse Travis, no doubt about it. Neither did Outcat before they came. Exactly. Came to say, you have an amazing voice. How are you not a voiceover artist? Thanks, Science. I appreciate it, dude. I'm definitely going to try to make some voiceovers happen over the course of the next year. Went for CRPG Reddit and seen that announcement. Dude, I'm going to do everything I can to help push this even more. That's amazing. Since I'm new to PC stuff, how does early access and stuff work? Like if I support a game's Kickstarter, would I get early access to it or what? If a game has early access, then typically when you support the Kickstarter, you also get access to the early access. But sometimes developers don't provide early access. Sometimes you get the game at the same time everybody else does, but you might get additional content that other people did not get before. All right, super cool. I'll definitely do a video about that. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Yeah, no problem, Ultron. My pleasure. Currently on third Expanse book there. Peak sci-fi for sure. For sure. I am a fan.
I concur.
You know what? There's a problem with him. So I thought with the extended version of Haste that it would stay on permanently, or maybe he's just not at a high enough level for it to stay on permanently. But either way, I'm a little irritated that it's already off, and he can't even give us another dose. All right, fine. We'll just go in without Haste. Screw it. Your favorite sci-fi show of all time, Chris? Nice. Oh, we got to go to a whole new section. Interesting. Oh, we went through the cave, and now we're in the fort. I hope you do end up loving the PC stuff, Ultron. It's a lot of fun when you get into it. Yeah, I feel like we should go ahead and probably rest. You cannot rest when enemies are nearby. Well, so much for that. Billy, what's up, man? Yeah, my Saturday was nice and easy, dude. Did some shopping and some food preparation with the family. Chilled out and had fun with them. No complaints whatsoever. Oh, we're in the cage. I try to stay off the hype train. Don't get excited. Protect your hearts, my brothers and sisters. Hey, I'm the type where I get excited with the understanding that, hey, I might get disappointed. But I'm always come from the standpoint of it's better to have loved and lost than never loved at all. Oh, I say, I remember you. You were the one with those interesting silver shards. Although I'm afraid I'm not certain if I introduced myself the first time we met. Did I? Yes, you did, Aldenon. Excellent. Good to see I haven't completely forgotten my matters. Tis to be a little forgetful at times, you know. Did you know you've been in prison? Oh, yes, that's right. I was captured, wasn't I? Truth be told, I totally forgot about it. They gave me these tomes and some peace and quiet, and well, I suppose I just lost track of time. You see, these books, they all concern some sort of horrific ritual. Something about bringing shadows and power to all the recipients involved. I haven't gotten all the details down yet. Wanted to do a thorough study first, but it all seems terribly threatening. Don't care for it at all. Why would they have these books? I suspect they intend to invoke these dark arts. If so, they'd best be careful. The slightest disruption could have lethal consequences. Mark my words, it always pays to triple check all your wards and post guards to prevent interruptions if you ever plan to do something of the sort. You know, it does remind me of this one time where I had let my wards down to let a messenger in, and this kidnapper struck completely They could be performing this ritual right now. Oh, I doubt they're doing anything of the sort. I told them that it would be unwise. Might cause untold damage, well, to everyone except themselves. They seemed to agree and were quite receptive to my advice. You young people worry too much about your elders. We're not the ones running headlong into danger all the time. They lied to you. Look, how do we stop this ritual? Well, stopping it would be easy. Simply do what you young people do best. Kick down the door and make a lot of noise, like my gardener after one too many swigs from his wineskin. If they're summoning something, we need to stop them. Well, like I said, or think I said, I don't know if they'd actually try to do the ritual. It would be a foolish thing to do, very dangerous. They would need a lot of room and privacy for the ritual, so I would simply find a large room with heavy doors and a lot of chanting. That should be the one. Then I'm going to find them, get out of here and warn Neverwinter. Well, all right. As long as I could come back later, you know, save these books. I mean, they even have a copy of the Tome of Vowed Dark. Get out of here and warn Neverwinter, now. All right, I'll leave it once. This whole ruckus is probably about nothing as usual, just like my kidnapping in Black Lake. Allah's bookcase. And is it still saying, yeah, still saying I'm their enemies. Does a respec mod let you completely redo your character or just your level up decisions? So it starts me back at level 1, so I can't redo like my race and my first class, but everything after level 1 I can redo. What's up, Hunter? How are you? I looked up online and the PC I'm getting, which is equivalent of $1,200 US, so I think that's a crazy deal. Yeah, it sounds like you're getting a very good deal, dude. That's awesome. Slay living. That seems like a very useful scroll to have. All right.
These enemies will not stand.
Damn. Nice work. I don't suppose you left any for us. What? And give us some of the fun? Not likely. So I see. In any case, we still need to find Aldenon and the rest of the Arcane Brotherhood. Aldenon's safe and headed back to Neverwinter. Glad to hear it. Now we should... Ah, this would be the impending part of our pending doom. But what's going on? I feel weak. It's probably Black Garrus's ritual. We need to stop it. Black Garrus? Here? Our chances against him are slim, and I'm being optimistic. We've come this far, so we might as well see things through. You're right, of course. Lead the way. All right, lead the way. And there we go. Ooh, you've got some interesting things, including the key to the keep. Did you see the new Fae Keeper trailer? I don't know much about it, but it might be something you're interested in. I looked at a little bit of it, and it seemed more like an adventure type of game. The one type that I usually don't get too tough into, but I might be wrong, so I'll have to give it a second try. I'm definitely interested in Gothic, though. That game looked right up my alley and fantastic. All right, can we do this now? Here we are. Beautiful. And now, wait, turn that back on. And you, yep. There we go. And you. And you.
I concur.
And you. Do you have anything? Oh, yeah, they all need, magic weapons. So yes. Boom, yeah, and you. And then I can use haste extend when regular haste is gone. So for now, let's just do a quick save. Gothic, a new CRPG, was it announced today? It was announced yesterday during the THQ Nordic show. I was asking about Darksiders actually, Travis. I've never played the Darksiders game before, but I have heard good things. You may not pass, Yorvith. Our king forbids it. Garrus will be reborn this night. Reborn? What are you talking about? Reborn in darkness and free from his mortal shell, Garrus will join with the King of Shadows, become one with the eternal dark, ever living, ever serving. Is Garrus aware of this? Garrus seeks power and he will have it. The price is mere obedience. He'll have nothing if I stop the ritual. Come forth, brothers and sisters. Help us in the name of your king. Yeah, our spellcaster's nothing to play with. Boom, 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 boom. All right, wait. I have the key to the fort, right? Watch your fingers. A glowing door is rarely a good thing, I found. Then again, glowing doors usually guard something quite valuable, so maybe we could take a quick look. That door is heavily warded. I would take most of the mages in Neverwinter undo them, and it would take time we don't have. I'd watch it. I don't know what's wrong with that door, but it's either really good or, considering our luck, probably really, really bad. Let's worry about getting it open later. We still have more fighting ahead. All right. What's up, Lucas? How are you, man? You see the new Starfighter CRPG that's being made? I just saw that announcement. So I'm definitely going to have to make a video about that, put it up on the channel. Very exciting, dude. Really, really happy for all the people who have been waiting for Starfighter to get this treatment. And I hope it lives up.
Was that all right?
To folks' expectations. Very, very exciting. According to Steven Reddick's, Fate Keeper is a first-person action RPG inspired by Dark Messiah, it seems. Yep, that's the feeling that I got. In the vein of Tainted Grail and Avowed. Okay, so possibly something that I'd play, but not something I'd probably get like crazy excited for. Come on now, let me through. Who's in front?
Follow me.
Casimir? All right.
Okay, everyone follow me.
There we go.
And see how.
Let's do a new save just to be sure. Boom. I would bet money I'm the only one in chat playing Rocket League. What's up, Beast Dog? How are you, man? Oh. Brotherhood Journal. Man, lots of scrolls and potions. I like that. Ooh. This doesn't look good. Oh, it's the Gollum thing. Looks like we finally have a decent fight on our hands. Bring that thing down.
Let me brain.
All right, first you're injured, then you're near death, and now you're up out of there. Really? No remains? Some of them a biscuit. That looks like somewhere a trap would be. I'm hyped that the Starfighter game is using second edition rules. Me too. I haven't played a game with second edition rules yet.
Ignore them. Keep concentrating. The rest of you.
Can I attack you? Nope. All right. Mm-hmm. That too. That'll work. That helps. Skeleton. Eleni is dying. Damn, some of our people have definitely been getting hit. You're near death. Okay. So you're not one of them. That's Cassavir. Who else is, Vale is dead.
Idiots, you're not focusing.
Yeah, you know, it's still Act 2. First edition Starfighter is much worse.
Have you done to me?
Uh-oh. You out of here? What in the hell's was going on here? What you see here is the price one pays when attempting to use power without the means to control it. What are we standing around for? We beat Garrus and his wizard. Come on, let's search the bodies. Well done. We've earned our swords this day, I think. Would have been nice to crush Garrus ourselves, but it's a little more satisfying for him to be undone by his own ritual. We have prevented a great evil here, but something still feels wrong. Perhaps it is simply the after effect of the ritual and its power. The power here is what I felt at the heart of the mare, and almost as strong. We have stopped this ritual, but we should remain on our guard. Shadow still touches this place and these bodies. We need to report back to Neverwinter immediately and tell Nasher what happened here. We should search for anything important the Brotherhood might have left behind first. Make it fast. Return to me when you're ready to go. What makes second edition Starfinder so much better than first edition? Darksiders was a better game than any God of War before reboots. What? You think the Darksiders games were better than the God of War games? What makes that the case? I was definitely a big fan of the God of War games. Ooh, they're giving us lots and lots and lots of goodies. I appreciate this. Ghost residue. Savan. Oh, whoops. Crap. I've been leaving some of them behind because my inventory is full.
Yes.
Got any thoughts on Star Wars Zero Company? I absolutely plan to play it. Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't realize my inventory was full. I was going on automatic. I'm picking it up now. Darksiders was way ahead of its time. Why do you say that, Cardinal? What made Darksiders so good? I keep hearing people sing its praises, but I'm not hearing any specifics about what was so great about it. Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure I did a video on Zero Company, and basically made it clear, like, yo, this is very, very exciting, and I can't wait to play it. Cannot wait. There we go. All right. And wait, didn't even. Whew, almost didn't loot Garrus. That would have been ugly. All right. These bodies all properly looted now? Seems like it. Okay. There's so much wrong with the first edition. So much wrong. It's incredibly hard for someone new to get into.
Yeah?
Which can be said about Pathfinder 1E in general, but... all right. I assume we could just go ahead and go. Yeah, let's go. Savan, get some men down here to haul this Luskan filth out of the keep. Should we burn them, sir? Don't bother. Just pile them up and burn them. And see if we can't get that glowing door upstairs open as well. Don't want to leave any surprises for the next tenant. Doesn't get the Midnight Suns treatment where it's great, but people avoid it because they like to use brain. I avoid Midnight Suns, and it ain't because I don't like using my brain. I think the writing in Midnight Suns is terrible. The fighting is amazing. Great mechanics. Really enjoyed that aspect. But the writing is awful. Here we go. Darksiders' combat and story is fantastic, whereas God of War before the reboot had very basic story and great combat. Darksiders is equal in combat and story, especially Darksiders 2, where you play as Death, who is the older brother of the Horseman, and Darksiders 2 is a ton of RPG aspects.
I do not understand.
Very well. Let us set aside the broader metaphor of the stone and narrow our attention to the fact that it has been cleft in two, which, while not a fact, is a smaller metaphor than the first. You see, at first glance, the two halves both appear as separate stones, but they were both once one stone, yet not. Do you follow?
Ah, welcome. I was just speaking with Master Aldenon concerning one of the prisoners you recovered from Garius, a woman, but not of Neverwinter or Luskan, or even perhaps this plane of existence. The prisoner has asked for you, personally. I was hoping you might be able to help us out concerning her identity, or her intentions. Aldenon has a theory, but I'm afraid...
If you both would simply listen! The comparison to a rock, a big rock, is a simple one, almost perfect. This prisoner you have, it seems that she is of the same stone as the Githyanki, but yet she is not. You see, both were once one people. At one time, even though time is a very difficult thing to measure depending on the plane. And that's not counting time in the astral plane or on...
Forgive me, Aldenon. Is this prisoner a threat or not?
Oh, I don't know that. I do know that the Gitzerai and the Githyanki have been in a state of war for millennia. It is common knowledge.
Of course, an oversight on my part.
So, I should think if your young lieutenant here, well met again, by the way, you seem to be everywhere, is hunted by the Githyanki, then the Gitzerai and this Gitzerai prisoner would be allies by default. But I could be mistaken. I suppose we could see if she tries to kill any of us. But that test has numerous procedural flaws in its execution, if you will pardon the semantics. She seemed reasonable enough when we spoke together in Crossroad Keep, but there was a foot of stone between us, which is notoriously hard for a blade to cut through to kill someone on the other side. And speaking of Crossroad Keep, I am rather anxious to return there, so if you would both excuse me, I will set out there at once to see if we can dig anything out of the library there. Good day, and I hope the prisoner doesn't attempt to kill you. She didn't seem the type, but you know how assassins are.
Despite the advice of Master Aldenon, I think it would be best if you simply spoke to the prisoner and let this matter sort itself out, without further speculation.
I felt your presence before my eyes fell upon you, Kalakcha. Step forward. Let me look upon you.
They said you asked for me by name.
Your name. Your name is not how I know you. Know this name our enemies have draped upon you. This Kalakcha. Its sound travels far, even reaching the ears of my people. At first, my people thought our enemies had erred, that they did not know that of which they speak. But here, now, as you stand in my presence, I see the truth. I did not think it possible, but the key by which you may know yourself lies within you. I know much of the problems that beset your people and mine. The reason behind these attacks upon your heart and home. You will have no greater ally in this than I. In exchange for my aid, it is my will I be freed, so that I might travel with you and aid you against these enemies.
For some reason, she's very interesting to me, and I'm enjoying this conversation so far. Completely forgotten about this character. Nice. Abrasive, and I know that's you're naturally abrasive, Travis. I strongly disagree. The writing of Midnight Suns was better than all of Phase 4 was combined. Phase 4? Are you talking about Marvel? That's not a high bar. We're talking about video games. Compared to most of the kind of RPGs that I play, Midnight Sun's writing was not very good. War is the strongest horseman, though, but he's the youngest. Darksiders 2, you are tasked as Death to free War, and Death does not play about his brother. He gets pissed multiple times and just defers multiple characters who trash talk War. For example, the Keeper of Souls make Death face a clone of War, and then binges so he goes through his throat and interrogates him. Interesting. So who are you supposed to be playing as in Darksiders 4? What's up, Cube? How are you, man? Of all the RPGs that give companions late, Neverwinter Night 2 is one on the top. Hate this aspect. Yeah, I don't feel that at all. And my understanding is I'm supposed to get like my own keep or like, hub of my own at some point in the game. And whenever they're going to provide it, it's way too late. It's way too late. I feel like this should have come up much better, much earlier. The last companion is worth it. Is this the last companion? Why do you wish to travel with me?
This cell is abhorrent to me. It is a shackle of stone encasing me. It causes memories of the ways of the Illithids to surface in my mind. I have borne this indignity because I knew that it would bring you to me, and a greater truth will be known.
So in exchange for what you know, you only asked to travel with me.
I heard you were here. You fought bravely, and we took them almost completely by surprise. You are to be commended, both for your efforts and the lives spared this day. Had you not been there, we would have many less brave men standing with us today, along with what may be the key to taking this battle to our enemies.
In freeing me, know you have gained more than you ever would have torn from the lips and thoughts of our enemies.
Then speak. Aldenon does not think you are allied with these enemies, these Githyanki. And his word carries weight with me, fortunately for you.
Then know the trade between us is this. Release me from this prison. Let my path become that of the Kalak-Cha. In return, I will grant you the knowing of this threat, and all the darkness its shadow casts.
We promise an honest hearing, and if your tale rings true, we will grant your freedom.
Then listen to me, and know this threat for what it is. But we cannot do it here, in this prison, where my words echo, and the shadows fall thick around us.
And why should we allow your freedom until we hear what you have to say?
Because if you deny me that, then anything I can do to aid you will prove useless. I seek to know this plane, this world that I am to help you save, and to speak honestly to it, so that it might hear what strikes at its heart. And that means that I must see your lands, what you would spill blood for, and what you have spilled blood for.
Then I know of just the place where you can see what we fight for. Make your way back to Crossroad Keep as soon as you are able. I shall meet you there.
Okay, and she has to come with us now. Okay, that's fine. Well, Eleni is a must-have for sure, and at this point, Sand is also a must-have. I need Nishka for unlocking, and as much as I really like Cassavir, I think Kelgar is more important, right? Can I have them both? No. I wonder what is... Oh, she's a cleric. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. For some reason, I find that unexpected. Okay, she's a cleric. Let's do a full save. What's up, Lair? How are you, dude? The last campaign makes sense with the narrative. Looking forward to it. Okay. Liam O'Brien. That name is actually familiar to me. Who is that? Who else did he voice? Right, Blade Wolverine, such top tier hot garbage. Yep. They did Ghost Rider Dirty 2. Yep. You were talking about Midnight Suns, yeah? Terrible. Terrible writing. The art, the animations, the combat mechanics, all of that, chef's kiss. Amazing. The writing, and I would argue also the gameplay loop, hot garbage. Hot smoldering garbage. All right. I need to sell lots and lots of things. Gara Naruto. Super weird, Cube. Like, you wait this long to finally give me a cleric? Why? What sense does this make? All right. You know, I never use scrolls. And I just, at this point, I don't think it's worth keeping them around. I literally never use them. And I keep all my potions. So I feel like even if I wanted to use a scroll and couldn't, I'd probably just end up using the potion. Did I organize myself already? Here we go. All right, so let's open this up again. And then what's this? Alteration powder, which I never ended up using. Can I sell that? No, it doesn't look like it actually will allow me to sell it. What is Tanglefoot bag? Oh, alchemical goo. We can drop that. I don't need it. We can also drop that. I don't need it. Now this can go to Eleni and Eleni. And this, holy water, go over here. These are all scrolls. I'm gonna just sell all of these scrolls. You could take these trap kits. He's the main player in Vox Machina in the tabletop of Mapburster's D&D campaign. Oh, so he's from Critical Role? I never watched Critical Role. I've like seen a couple of clips, but I've never sat and watched Critical Role before. Quarterstaff, +1 enhancement bonus. On hit ability drain. Sure, whatever, I guess. I'll give this
Everyone,
to you.
follow me.
Oh yeah, it's probably better than what you're holding right now, right? Yeah, you just got a regular old sickle. So yeah, I'll give that to you. She's gonna end up needing to sell that other one too.
Okay, everyone follow
What's up,
me
Keck? How
and
are you,
see
dude?
how it's done.
You cannot recognize this. You cannot recognize this. What is this? Oh, that's Bishop's dagger. I keep forgetting to try to see if I can get that back to him. Dwarven War Axe +1. What are you wearing right now? Dwarven War Axe +1. That's what I thought. Okay. And I still haven't been able to find something better for you. Discord. What is this? Bastard Sword. That's why I can't see it. And then this is Falchion, a katana, bastard sword. These are bullets. I don't really need bullets. And these are more arrows. Doubtful she needs more regular arrows. We'll go ahead and drop those. We do not need more darts. We do not need more bolts. Bolts of... Oh, you know, and here's the problem. Sale. There we go. And there we go. Sell that, sell that. Bullets can be sold. Trap kit. This sickle. Yep, you're done. You're done. You're done. What is Hammer of the Gods? Scroll usable by cleric. What's up, Dale? How are you, dude? Hope your night is going great. I got no complaints, man. Are you planning to make a video about the companions of Neverwinter Nights 2? I do. It's going to take some time because I'm only getting limited exposure to a lot of them. So I'm going to have to do some more playing around and probably watch some videos to get a full scope of how I really feel about the companions. But yes, I do plan to go ahead and make videos at some point. Drop. What's up, Nate? Finished a dogmatic run in Rogue Trader today. Shotgun shield RBDs? Nice. It was a blast. I'm sure it was. Started Iconoclast Pyromancer Blade Dancer with 4 swords. It's really fun too. Yeah, I keep, there's a lot of people who feel like Pyromancer and Blade Dancer combined with Executioner is the most damaging build in the entire game. So you're definitely on the right track to have a great playthrough. And you'll identify that. All right, what's this? Cape of the Fire Bath. Ooh. Improved saving throws. Universal +2. You know what? I'll give you that. And then what is this? Greater Cloak of Protection versus Good. Armor bonus versus good aligned characters. I do not kill. I almost never kill good aligned characters, so I'm gonna let that go. What is this? Bag of worms. Ooh. Broken items. I'm not sure why these items are broken. I'm really tired of lugging her portrait around, so we're gonna put that in there. Not sure what if something crazy happens if you sell her portrait, so we're gonna keep it around. Our Vols journal. I'm not ready to sell that yet. I'm not quite certain if we finish with everything in regards to it. I don't want to sell these other books either because old boy mentioned that he wanted access to journals, and I don't know if that'll be automatic. That's your plan? Nice. Okay. What's up, Sarah Bonde? Silverberg? I can't complain. No, how are you all doing? That's your bill, Sarah Bonde? Nice. What's up, James? How are you, man? Sand is best boy. We'll see. Why do you say Will is Fantasy Jacob, Travis? What's up, Muppet? Yeah, we haven't gotten that far. We finished combing through the fort, and so now I'm back selling all my stuff, and then we'll get back at it. Oh, here we go. Sure, you could. Ooh, yeah, that looks nice on you. That looks nice on you, Sand. Yeah, you can have that. What is this? The Captain's Spear. Icy Blade. What is a short sword? It is +3 with a cold damage bonus. I might be able to use that, and even if I can't, Sharon or whatever her name is should be able to use it. Only usable if you are evil. Gives you +3 charisma and +3 wisdom. Huh, Sand isn't considered to be, what is he, true neutral then? Let's see, Moon Elf, lawful neutral. Okay, interesting. Is there anybody who's got, oh, what about you? Where is she at? Here we are. Are you considered evil? No, you're considered, oh, Nishka's considered to be true neutral. Isn't that interesting? I didn't know that. Okay. Oh, wait. And they'll let her use this talisman. Only usable by evil. Yeah. And she gets the spell resistance too. Fascinating. All right. Well. And then here, let's go with you. Let's organize all this. And yep. Oh, and I'm using a dagger +3. Nah, I'm gonna put that there. And then you could probably use this, right? Wait, I don't know if I gave you 2-weapon fighting yet, so we'll hold off on that. Ladder should make a video about what companions would be in the CRPGs he liked and played, just so we could dream of recruiting it. Wow. Pyromancer, Blade Dancer with Biomancy and Pyromancer. I can use Blade Dance and Blast with the Pyro Staff. Yep. Super, super powerful. Thinking to get a couple hours of my Iconoclast Rogue Trader campaign done. That sounds like a good idea for sure.
Everyone follow me.
I'm biased, given I did Will's Origin twice, but no way is he just as bad as Jacob. Yeah, I would agree. I don't feel like he's as bad as Jacob. I feel like Jacob is, frankly, in a class by himself across all
I concur.
RPGs. I wouldn't compare anybody else to him. Oh, of course, now he's ran out. He's out of damn money. Arcane Archer shirt. I don't remember even looking at that, but okay. It's wild that they just don't have any more of the special kinds of arrows. No. Oh. Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
I am listening.
You can sell that. Oh, he doesn't have money for anything. All right, fine.
Everyone follow me and see how it's done.
Let's see. My first experience with Baldur's Gate 3 was going through Will's Origin, and I enjoyed it. But I've definitely come to see that some of the other characters offer a stronger experience. And for whatever reason, Larian wasn't as passionate about updating him as they have been about giving some of the other characters more content. So just is what it is. Crossroad Keep. That dad scene made you die inside. Hendrix works really well as an overseer, by the way. Really. Full party healing, strength and protection buffs are OP. He still does great damage too. Interesting. I felt like I would lose a lot by having him as an overseer instead of as an assassin or something else focused more on damage. So that's an interesting note. Ooh. Who are you? Wolf's minions. You need anything, Captain? Can you take me someplace? The courtyard. Follow me. Oh, look at that. Look at the little, the kiddos making themselves useful. How'd you get it all the way over to you to the keep anyway? Sounds like Laird decided to change his story at the last minute. Yep, he did get a full rewrite piece, dog.
Better days. And will again. This keep was destroyed during the war with the King of Shadows. It was a dark time for Neverwinter, but we persevered, as you have this day.
Looks like Crossroad Keep is being rebuilt.
I have brought you back here under orders, for Lord Nasher has a new task for you, and perhaps our guest can see what it is you'll be fighting for in the coming days. These people you see around you, they are now yours to command as you see fit. You are their captain in Neverwinter's service. Make this keep ready for war. Gather troops to your banner and be prepared to strike when this enemy reveals itself. To help you manage the keep, Lord Nasher has assigned you an officer, Kana, and Master Vidal has been contracted to help you rebuild the keep and the surrounding area. You are the master of this keep now. You have earned it through service and blood. And you have earned my trust, and that of Lord Nasher. This is your land. Defend it, for the sake of your people and the sake of Neverwinter.
Look, even now shadows fall upon this plain, yet still its beauty persists. It is not surprising to me that our enemies wish to mar this place with their blades and their war.
Interesting. Start the party closer together. Throw his regeneration strength and speed buffs out. Those all last the full combat. Yep, I could definitely see how that would be awesome. What's up, Draquaticus? How are you, dude? Yeah, I saw earlier in the stream, someone noted that Starfinder is coming out with a game. I'll definitely do a video on it. Definitely do a video on it, dude. Very exciting. I I need to know what you know about this threat.
Know this. The first glimpses of this conflict you have seen are not the first. They are but glimpses of things that travel well into the past and the present. It is all part of a greater war. A war almost as great as the one that split my people on the Sword of Gith long ago. And the tragedy is tied to such a blade. These shadows you see, there is a lord who dwells in darkness with them. And he has fought on this plane before against those who have embraced Gith's hatred. The Githyanki. This lord and the Githyanki, it is difficult to know the true hatred between them. He attacked them long ago, attempted to cast his shadows upon their fortresses in the plains beyond. The fighting was terrible, fierce, and it was only through the deaths of thousands of Githyanki that this king of shadows was driven back.
Thousands?
No matter
Damn.
how many countless thousands of their people they lost, they were only capable of severing the portal through which he could attack them. And so, the Githyanki were denied a victory and forestalled their war for a time. But know that the Githyanki do not forget their enemies. And though the King of Shadows had been driven back, still they sought a way to reach him, to kill him. And as terrible as knowing the followers of Gith hunt for you, even more dangerous is this lord, this King of Shadows.
Interesting. Yeah, Hunter, I'm really looking forward to it. I guess you're right, because I've never even heard of Spelljammer. Slander, use your magic powers. Give me a damn Jade Empire remake. I'll do what I can, Travis. We smoothed off a lot of the edge from Will's character compared to early access. Oh, really? He's a fan. I will admit his story could have been better. Interesting. Where is this King of Shadows and how do we stop him?
Know that I will aid you if I can, but it may already be too late. The King of Shadows was not always tied to darkness, and that is part of the tragedy. His will was once devoted to an ancient empire, to the protection of its people. He was once the light of Ilfarn, empowered with the strength to protect them from their enemies, and he was bound to the natural magics of the plane, the weave. But as much as a ritual created the guardian that was to be Shadow, there is a ritual that will unmake him. It is a ritual of purification, designed to allow him peace when his days of sacrifice are done and the Empire needs him no longer. If the ritual does exist, it lies within the ruined Ilfarn city of Arvon. It is there you must go to purify yourself and gain the strength for the battle ahead. I have marked the location upon your map.
If that is what it takes, that is what I must do.
Know that this path is a dangerous one. Even the people of Ilfarn, as powerful as they were unable to defeat the King of Shadows. But know that this ritual of purification and the blade of our enemies are the only chance of success in this.
Okay. But what if I accidentally let him loose?
He can already make his presence felt beyond his chains. The advantage is his. If you cannot strike at an enemy, know your battle is already lost. You doubt me, and that is because you do not know me. You
I'm just
need
asking
allies,
questions.
Kalakcha, not more enemies and doubt to divide you. For in dividing the mind, you divide the battlefield and you cut your strength in half. I am a Zerth, and I swear upon the circle of Zerthamon that what I speak to you I know to be true. And know that your life is as precious to me as it is for the followers of Gith to end it. And this king, know that he threatens us all. This title of Kalakcha, do you know it? You wear that title because the name knows you, even if you do not know it yourself. But let me speak my thought plainly, without circles of meaning. They call
Take care,
you
Travis.
the Shard-bearer, this Kalakcha, because you carry a piece of Gith's blade within you, near the heart, and you have always borne it close to you. It was once said that Gith's blade, once drawn, would never find a scabbard again. And now it is sheathed within you. It sings, and they can hear it as I hear it, whispering all the hate of Gith and the war she sought to bring to the plains. A war that would have ended us all if Zerthamon had not met her blade with his at the pronouncement of two skies.
Yeah, Tim, we finally got the cleric. Why am I so important to you?
The Githyanki and my people are tied in a way by such a weapon. And now that weapon is you. Know that you are the only one who can reforge Gith's blade and use it once more in a battle. A battle that will free your lands and people from an evil even greater than the evil the Illithid sought to bring upon my people. There is no other. And if the title of Kalak-Cha displeases you, then know that you must make another title. And perhaps your name shall be the battle cry by which this ancient enemy, this King of Shadows, will be defeated.
Yeah, Nate, so they're her and Lae'zel, they're both Gith, but Lae'zel is Githyanki while she is Gith-Zara. So the Gith-Zara, I guess, are supposed to be much more accommodating. They're very different from their Githyanki brethren, and they're at war with each other. So like Lae'zel would not like this lady at all. What's up, Duncan? How are you, dude? Hope everything's okay. Honestly, this shows the retcon of Gith history and D&D's history. Why do you say that, Sarah Bonde? So you will travel with me?
I make this pronouncement to you, greater than the bond of two deaths as one, with a strength that echoes the pronouncement of two skies. I make the pronouncement of three in darkness, two in light. As the two of us shall meet this king in his fortress, it shall become a battle of three. And when it is over, the two of us shall walk in the light and you will taste true freedom, just as Gith and Zerthamon did when they broke the will of the Illithid at Sagrasa's end. It is my life I am giving you, Kalak-Cha, and I ask that you let me share your path with you.
I thank you, Zojav, and I welcome your help.
Then we shall speak no more of it, now that my vow is spoken. Now we must travel to the ruins of the culture of Ilfarn, and there undergo the rituals you will need to arm your spirit against the King of Shadows.
Do you know how to reach them?
I have marked the location of the city on your map. There we shall find what we seek and complete the ritual of purification.
I like her a lot, but as we've already mentioned, it's really tough having to figure out how to include a new party member this damn late in the game. Man, glad to see you still streaming Neverwinter. Yeah, Duncan, I definitely plan to complete it. Zeri were warrior monks when they were first created. By the way, BG3 make more sense. She has a base attack bonus 10. I got a base attack bonus of 14. 4, 5, yeah. So 14 is my actual level.
Yes.
What is her level? She is a level 14 cleric. Okay. Spell resistance 19, which I think might be the most out of all of us. Very high wisdom score, very low AC. Let's look at the inventory. Yeah, not only do we end up getting them late, but they come with no gear whatsoever. I just sold all my damn gear. I wasn't even expecting to get another party member. So like, that's really, really weak. So she can empower spells. And what is silent spell? Silent spells are cast without a verbal component. A silent spell occupies a slot one level higher than normal. Saving throws and opposed rolls, such as those made when Dispel Magic is cast, are not affected. Fascinating. So she's got Empower and extra turning. Knowledge Domain, turn and dead. Okay, so yeah, I would say she's probably more focused on combat, right? Let's look at what the spell book is saying. What is this? So first, let's look at level 0. Oh, that's inflict minor wounds. Okay. What's up, you know? Yeah, yet another companion, dude. So you can't respect them without console commands. Actually, I have a mod that would allow me to respect her if I wanted to, James, but I'm going to avoid that because to the best of my ability, I want to experience what the players experience. So we don't need like oh, she has mage armor. That's interesting. We don't need magic weapon. Doesn't mage armor? Yeah, you could just target a person. +4 armor bonus to AC. Does that shouldn't stack, right? What is this? Bless. And what does bless do again? All lives in the area effect gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls, along with a +1 on will saves against fear. Let's do this the opposite way. Let's go all the way up to level 7. Blood to water. Dealing 2d6 points of constitution damage. That's interesting. Destruction, greater restoration, mass cure serious wounds, which is kind of nice. Mass inflict serious wounds. Regenerate. For the target creature regenerates 10% of its maximum hit points every round. And she also has greater restoration. Interesting. And destruction. Ooh. Blade barrier brings into being a 30-foot long, 3-foot wide wall of whirling blades. Kind of like that, except I know it never ends. Ooh, that's right. She has access to heal. That's interesting. Summon creature. Okay, so she got an interesting spell book. I'm not really sold on it, to be honest with you, but we're gonna roll with it. No magic armor nor magic weapon is really gonna help me. Oh, Shield of Faith though. +2 deflection bonus to their armor class with additional +1. Yeah, so level 1. Let's get all that out the way. Level 1, 2, 3, 4. Because she's going to use 1 on herself. And then she can go with this for the rest of the way, I believe. Then at level 2, what is the deal? No. Whole person is always nice. Living Undeath. By the way, Ash Chase is a BG3 content creator. She did a great video about how Larian changed Will's character. We play EA the month right before release, so I only know the Will we have at home. Got you. I might check that out, Peace Dog. You just experienced your first crash, Tim? Just joined the watch and at the dots was fighting bandits? Yeah, I've had 2 or 3 of those. The subject takes a -4 penalty to charisma score. Yeah, that's not happening. We'll let that go. Remove paralysis, resist energy. So I guess he could just take, because this is touch range, right? Range, touch. Yeah, exactly. So she would need to get, you know what? I actually like, what in the hell? Oh, whoops. We're looking at level 1. That's the problem. At level 1, that might be the best option available. This calls fear. All right, now level 2. There we go. And level 2, I'm kind of impressed with what's available. So let's do. Where's whole person? Yeah, here we go. Level 3. The Ash Chase video was the one I was thinking of, but I couldn't remember her name. Got you. Okay. That would probably be interesting for me to see, because honestly, I'm very disappointed in how Will has turned out, but I can't completely put my finger on why. And so that video might help to make it clear for me why I'm so disappointed. 1d8 to a maximum of 5d8. We got Searing Light, remove curse. What is aid again? +1, plus temporary hit points. It's cool, but you empower the touched armor or shield with a plus AC bonus. Well, heck. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like that. What is assay resistance? Plus that bonus on to overcome its spell resistance. So wait, what? Of a single creature's magical defenses. Or animate dead. I feel like we already have enough summoning. We don't need more of that. What's Glyph of Warding do? To all creatures within the area of effect, including party members. I'm straight on that. Will's always edging. Hey, if I was a writer, her battle crawls would be come and give some, the gift that keeps on gifting. They should have gave you a chance at it. As the keen property, no, I'm straight. What's vigor? Healing. No, I don't. None of the powers are good enough to do all that. I guess we'll do inflict serious wounds. Doesn't excite me all that much, but it's okay. Castigate. Whose alignment different from mine? No, I'm straight on that. Hammer of the Gods. You smite a group of enemies with divine light, dealing 1 to 8 points of divine damage for every 2 caster levels to a maximum of 5d8. If they fail their will save, they're also dazed. That sounds like exactly what I want to do. And yep, it is exactly what I want to do. Do-do-do-do. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I just realized? Level 2 here. Can I get... No, that's the silent version. I didn't want... Oh, okay, so it's... What? It's 2 spell levels to get the empowered version. Silent. Here we go. So yeah. 2 spell levels for the empowered version. Let me get empowered light. Yep. And then we're at level 4 here. And we could get inflict. Oh, so this is what? Inflict light. We could get inflict moderate, but no, I like the hammer. Then level 5. Mass effect light. That's interesting. Wall of dispel magic. That's also interesting. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. What is Battle Tide? You create an aura that steals energy. -2 circumstance penalty on saves, attack rolls, and damage rolls. You also gain additional attack every round. This is all interesting. So let's do Battle Tide. Okay, yeah, it only works on her, but good enough. And then sure, you can add some flame strike in there. And then level 6, what's the deal? Harm would be interesting. Plan our ally. What's Stone Body? You gain +4 enhancement bonus to strength, but you take a -4 penalty to dexterity. And let's speed. or check penalty, but you're immune to blindness, critical hits, ability score damage. You only take half damage from acid and fire of all kinds. Something to consider, but not something I want right now. Hammer of the Gods and Power. That just sounds like it would be great. Let's do it. And once again, what is Word of Faith? Hostile summoned creatures are returned to their home planes. All enemies of the area are stunned. Ooh. Rain. A wave of divine energy blasts all enemy creatures within the area of effect. All enemies within the area are stunned for 1 round. Those whose hit dice are less are killed instantly. Damn! Any hostile summoned creatures are returned to their home planes. Okay, that just sounds insane. So sure, we'll load up on that. And yeah. Okay, now we have a fort. Let's see what is involved in making this fort better.
Okay.
Of course, we do know that her gear
and see how it's done.
absolutely sucks, but nothing we can do about that right now. This old church lies in ruins. Rubble blocks the entrance. Oh, is this one of the things where I gotta build it up and level it up in certain ways in order to get past certain obstructions and all that? Where am I? Oh, whoa. Ruined smithy, ruined church, all that good stuff. Where is the guy that I'm supposed to talk with to get some of the stuff up and working? Ah, there we go. I think they're back over here. Who are you? Just a regular worker, okay.
Officer Kana, reporting for duty, Captain. Lord Nasher has given you a great honor. But rebuilding these grounds will be a considerable undertaking.
And one I look forward to. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Captain. I am Master Vidal. I won't lie to you. This keep is in a sad state of repair. We will need all the resources you can bring to bear to fix her up. With the help of my crew, we can turn this place into a true masterpiece of engineering.
Master Vidal is excellent at his craft and capable of what he claims. If somewhat eccentric.
I went ahead and inspected the grounds.
People.
There is much work that needs to be done.
Why do you love this part, Knight?
Shambles, but that can be fixed quickly. Strong backs and long hours and you'll see the shape of the keep. And, well, what's underneath won't be pretty, but before long we'll have the keep cleared out for you. We're embarking on a true adventure. Men, set the camp over there. I'll draw up plans for the work.
There are preparations I must make. Come speak to me within the keep when you would like an update, Captain.
Oh, she's going within the keep. That's interesting. And then, Wolf, you're just standing around. Let me make sure. Me and the lads have decided to sign on. We found a good place on the streets with you and yours, and nearly all of us decided to come here. We can run messages, carry pots and pans, even get water from the well, and of course clear a path for you if you need it. Give us time and we'll be able to whisk your way in any direction you need, and faster than you can think it, you'll be there. Your Master Vito does quick work. There's places me and the boys can guide you now. Just flag any one of us down and we'll clear a path. How are you doing? Me and the boys are getting along, doing well enough and then some. The farm fields outside provide enough food and there's game in the hills. I'm city bred, but if I knew that the Eden was this good outside the walls, I think I would have tried life in the country earlier. If you need anything, me and the boys are real appreciative. Farewell. The keep gives you some buffs and bonuses, but the main purpose is generating taxes for income. Security typically helps with that because more people will come if it's safer. Okay, interesting. Wolf and crew will be great at cleaning up dung from your summons. Worker, all right. We've cleared the grounds. As you can see, there's much work to do. Work requires a certain amount of coin. My men need to be fed after all, and the amount of material, it will not be cheap. There's good news though. Sir Naval formally commissioned me to work on the project, and Lord Nasher will fund part of it, but the other part is up to you. I will need gold to rebuild, but Nasher's coin will cover expenses for a time. I live for my work, you see, but others don't. How much money did Lord Nasher give me? I do not know the exact figure, but not enough. People just don't appreciate how much good masonry costs. The missive details how much gold Neverwinter has allocated for Crossroad Keep. You could use those funds or your own to work on several things: the keep, the courtyard, the fortifications, and the surrounding lands. How does the courtyard look? The courtyard itself doesn't need anything, but there are several buildings that will have to be built from scratch. You don't have to worry about rebuilding all of it. Some accommodations will be built by people that come to live here. The inn, for example, is already operational, naturally. But there are some buildings that can become shops, and those will need work. What needs work inside the keep? The keep has been laid bare to the elements for decades. Many of the rooms are structurally unsound, don't you know? I've closed off many rooms until my men can work on it. The rubble will have to be cleared and stonework repaired in there, but it can be done. How much work do the fortifications need? Extensive work, and it's also the most time-consuming to work on. The outer walls wouldn't hold out a kobold with a table knife right now, and the fortifications are what Nasher cares about most. But when my men are working on that, we can't work on any other projects until we're done. Is there anything wrong with the surrounding land? Nothing is wrong with it. It could just be so much more right. Crossroad Keep is atop a large hill, and the trail could be widened, maybe even converted to cobblestone. And the roads nearby have no local lord to maintain them. Those could be improved, as well as the bridge, and, well, a great deal can be done. Mostly that will help with trade, and that in turn will help you with the funding the rest of the project the men and I would like to undertake. Rebuilding roads is simple, but very labor intensive. When the men are working on that, they can't be doing anything else. I don't have any more questions. How can I help you? How are things in the keep? I'm starting to get packed. You really should let me fix some things. It just looks distasteful. So many people milling around in the rubble. Tell me about yourself. I am Master Stonemason Vito. I hail from Cormyr, and I traveled the many leagues to work on cathedrals, mansions, and palaces. Sadly, so did half the masons of Faerun, it seems, and no one seems to appreciate a true artist. Well, up until now, the faith you and Lord Nasher have put in me, well, it's just overwhelming. Can you tell me about Cormyr? The Steel Regent tends the throne for Azum 5 well enough, especially considering the troubles that beset Cormyr. Neverwinter's been no bed of roses either. That's why folk like you can make a living. There's enough that needs fixing for hundreds of your like. All right, I want to rebuild something. Go as elite as you can with your soldiers. Okay, will do. What's up, Josh? How are you, man? Sniper, what's up, man? Live from the bar. My night is going just fine, dude. How about yours? The keep gives you some bonus, but the main part is generating taxes, right? So security helps with that. Okay, interesting. Yes, of course. You have the coin to spend and you want to know how to spend it. Might I recommend doing some structural work on the keep first? So many of the rooms inside are closed off because they could collapse at any moment. No way for you to live. What part of the keep do you want to talk about? Keep funds remaining, 70,000. Okay. So he said start with the keep itself. Interesting. If they get good enough, you will trigger a unique event. All right. Go as elite as you can with the soldiers. He says start with the keep, so we'll do that. Keep itself. So many rooms closed. Technically, they were standing before I got here, but they were extremely unstable, don't you know? They can fall at a moment's notice. Sloppy. There are 3 sets of rooms that need more work. We can work on building you a personal suite, repairing and upgrading the library, or cleaning out the west wing for other purposes. Just let me know what you want done. Let's go ahead and repair the library and hire the NPCs around the world map. Yep. Funny, so you playing this. Haven't played the game since I was a teenager. Oh, also, you can get new merchants in the keep. Nice. Okay. I always enjoy it when a game gives me a stronghold to build up. I find this part really cool. I want to start with the library because I feel like Aldenon would probably appreciate it, and I'm wondering if he has a quest or things that he needs that he'll want me to do for him. So yeah, let's repair the library. Any fall games you excited for? I definitely plan to play Outer Worlds 2. I'm definitely planning to at least check out Mafia, the old country. I'm hoping New Arc Line is going to come out sometime this year. Not sure if it's fall or winter. The Tactical Adventures, the guys who are creating Solasta 2, they have sworn up and down the game, early access for the game rather. It's going to come out this year. So definitely there's a lot of stuff. And I'm got my fingers crossed that one of the two major games Owlcat has announced early access for it will come in sometime this year, but we'll see. Neverwinter 2 Stronghold, in my opinion, is very good, but it's very poorly explained. Very hard to understand without guides. Interesting. So it sounds like I need to keep security high, which I'm not sure yet how to do that, but I'll look into it. And whenever I'm able to get soldiers, make them elite if at all possible. Honestly, didn't think you'd be interested in Mafia game. I've actually played all 3 Mafia games and thoroughly enjoyed all of them. I feel like all of them have really cool aspects of them and then things that are not so great. But Mafia is a series I regularly check out. Check out Ghost of Yotei 2 if you enjoy. See, I never played Ghost of Tsushima 3. Yeah, we talked about this before. I know you're a big fan of Tsushima, and the trailers always look great. But since it took so long for it to come to PC, like I missed that first initial wave, and then when it finally came to PC, I wasn't like crazy motivated or excited to go check it out. So it's definitely on my list of games that I want to play, but I'm pretty sure Ghost of Yotei, it's coming out on PlayStation only, right? So it's not coming to PC until much later. So probably when Ghost of Yotei is about to come to PC, that's when I'll check out Ghost of Tsushima on PC as well. All right, let's repair the library. You were quite lucky it didn't collapse on top of you earlier, you know. This will also make Aldenon happy. He's been begging me to let him back there. I'll have to go right now. I'll be back once the men have finished construction. So much to do, so much to do. Okay. So it looks like he's gone and there's nothing else I can build right now, which kind of sucks. I would have preferred to be able to just build my stuff back to back to back, but let me talk with a couple of people in here and see how it works. So far, in your opinion, what is your game of the year? Expedition 33. Now, keep in mind, I played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but I didn't finish it. So I need to circle back and finish that game. And when I do, maybe that'll overtake Expedition 33. But to be honest, I doubt it. Because part of the reason I didn't finish it is I wasn't enjoying it as much as the first one. And so I'm not sure if that's really going to change. All right. Being blocked in. I hate the fact that you can't push past party members. It's kind of goofy to me. But to be clear, I am using way more party members than what I'm supposed to. So that's almost certainly contributing to my issue.
It is an honor to serve, Captain. You have been rewarded greatly with this stronghold. Long have I waited for my blade to be in the service of someone worthy. My waiting is over.
What's up, Jovi? How are you, dude? Try to remember NPCs that could be useful to work in your castle land. Yep, I've already got a couple of places I need to bounce around to pick folks up. Like I'm pretty sure Deacon, or whatever his name is, the kobold, I'm pretty sure he can come into here. The honor is as much mine to have you and the others work with me.
You are too modest. We are the ship, and you are the wind that moves us. There is much yet that needs to be done. Rebuilding the keep itself, Master Vidal can handle. But training the Grey Cloaks to defend its battlements is very important. Training a few men can be done quickly with the right teachers. But Sir Naval has promised 100 men for you shortly. And if the keep grows, So will your retinue and your command. So, we must start with the basics and turn these farmers and shepherds into fighting men.
Besides training, what needs to be done?
There are a few families of farmers that will want protection from the local keep, as they had in years past. This section of the high road has also been plagued with bandits since Crossroad Keep fell to the King of Shadows long ago. We have been given the right to tie the merchant trains that come through, but until the road is made safe, any tithe collectors will find the road empty. Merchants prefer safer, longer roads, especially if they make more profit. But all of this relies on training your Greycloaks into capable soldiers.
Clearing out his sold inventory? I'm not worried about that, but thanks, Q. Where are you going on vacation, Jovi? Anything else?
I will carry out your orders when you are away. Once the men are trained, there are more things they can do. As our numbers swell here, I could use more able sergeants to oversee the men. I can train and assign tasks to sergeants if you find some for me. The decisions you make here may have a large impact on the cloaks and the people on your land. After some time, I'm certain Lord Nasher will have direct orders for your men. But until then, they are yours to command.
This all sounds fascinating. Okay. I don't remember coming across any sergeant type characters. I know there was the miner. There was the miner and the artiste kind of miner. And then the chick who was standing in front of the fire. Those are the only three. And there was also Cassaveir's old second in command. I could get her. I guess she would be a commander. So yeah, there's only like 4 characters I could think of right now who I could go visit and potentially get to join up, but we'll see. Oh, going to Mount Montana? Nice. Have you ever been before? Sergeant and Old Owl Well. Yep, Paladin's buddy. Yep. Will do. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Uncas, who are you? This is a nice place you got here. Looks like it still has some holes in the wall, but nice all the same. I'm Uncas. I know you're busy, so I'll be blunt with you. I've come here with a business proposition for you. I'd like to have some of my dealings here. I don't answer questions, and if you're the inquisitor type, I'll just pack my gear and bid you good day. In exchange, I can find buyers for anything you want to sell. Anything at all. Just consider me a no-nonsense merchant. We good? Can you be discreet? I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could keep out of trouble. As long as I'm not the village idiot, I expect you to keep your dogs off me. We're good. Then we're in business. For the use of the premises and for your cooperation, what I'll give you is a good price. I'll buy anything you get, and sometimes I'll trade in information, and I'll pass along some free of charge. I'm looking forward to working with you. I'd like to see your wares. You got it. Encircling scale. Immunity to poison. Interesting. Padded armor +5. Light armor +8 dexterity bonus. Interesting. You got X's down in Texas. Montana's a beautiful state. Nice. This veil of NPC interaction instead of sheets of numbers to handle stronghold is much better. Yep, I agree. Going to whitewater rafting and sightseeing. It'll be your second time. Sounds like fun, dude. I hope you have a great time. What's this, a bastard sword? Yeah, okay. Crossbow of murder. Short sword. Isn't this what I just got? Interesting. Okay, so you also sell it. I could pick it up for old girl, but something tells me I kind of need all of my money right now, so I'm gonna hang on to it. Gold necklace. All right, you got a lot of you got a lot of the underhanded ways of fighting, huh? Interesting. All right, what are you? Regular glary cloak. Oh, that's Cassaveir. Oh, do your party members come here now? Leadership of Neverwinter.
Yes? Is there something you wish of me?
Want to
I
talk
went
to you
there
more.
because I felt my sword could make a difference. No other. There was a need for action. But a greater good has been accomplished. And you
Yes.
have shown that to me.
Seems like, yeah. Do I
went
have
alone.
enough?
Battling the tribes of the old Owlwell is something. There is no doubt as to what must be. There are battles that can be fought, and others. I appreciate your words. Perhaps another time, when the words are easier to find.
Does not always have to deal with such conflicts. Wait. You cast such help away
You
now?
are correct. Your presence has steadied me in these difficult times.
I haven't gotten this.
You have even helped achieve resolution where before there were only doubts. And for that, I thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Okay.
I did not inform them of my decision to leave, so I did not part in good grace. I betrayed my oath to my order, to Neverwinter. I had doubts about my service to Nasher, to the city itself.
Well, my other ex-wife is in Arkansas, so all my exes live outside Texas these days, but I'm still here. Wow. Nice. Hopefully you're much happier, dude. Texas definitely on my travel list. I have been to Houston briefly, but yeah, definitely want to go back to Texas. I didn't get to have any barbecue while I was down there. I keep hearing amazing things about Texas barbecue. Looking forward to checking it out. But why did you leave?
It was an impulsive decision, and not the correct one. There was no place in Neverwinter for me any longer. And the farther I traveled from Neverwinter's walls, the more I saw what harm was befalling people, such as those at Old Owlwell.
What do you mean?
The policies of Neverwinter and the health of the city do depend on politics, on trade relations. But if that is the sole focus, then the people in need of aid are sometimes lost in its shadow. I needed to travel to Old Owlwell to try and take direct action, to make a discernible difference in the lives of those who need it. And I feel there we may have succeeded. So for that, I thank you.
Okay. It was a good chance to help others, and for that I am grateful.
As am I. Perhaps if there were more ones such as you in Neverwinter's service, it might draw others.
Austin is where it's at when it comes to barbecue, and it has a great live music scene. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks, Peace Dog.
Very well.
What is your concern?
Of my decision to leave,
okay.
so I did not part.
We already talked about this. Did I gain any influence with you? +1, and shifted me towards good. All right, fine. Quit save there. Wolf's minion. That's cool. You. Oh, so okay. So my party members are littered all about. And this section is blocked off. Interesting. Austin is also a city you want to visit, Jovi? Nice. You're a Houston boy, but lived in Austin for a few years. So which one do you like more overall, Houston or Austin? You love H-Town. It ain't the prettiest place, but we got great people and food. Yeah. I went to, what was it called? The Turkey Hut? It was some place that had like this ridiculously massive turkey leg, and they just pulled the bone right in front of you and left the meat there. It was amazing. And then we went to a really, really awesome breakfast spot while we were there too. But I didn't get to spend nearly as much time as I wanted.
Glenna's father. And
We already had this. We already had that conversation. All right. And that's Aldenon. He should be very happy with me now. And look at that. Let's reactivating the construct. I will speak with what's his name? Why is the Nether Scrolls? Huh, okay. Alanon. It's so good you were able to clear this room out. Not many texts were buried here, but there are such rare ones. You know, this room could be turned into an impressive library, given the right text and time. I'd like to ask you about some lore. Very well. Lore is said to be my specialty. Things taking place in here now move so fast, and they're not very well documented. Do you know anything about Luskan's history with Ruathim? Well, I do, but it's mostly a tangential discussion. What concerns me is that their two governments keep stealing a rather rare tome from each other that really should be in a museum so it can be properly appreciated. It's called the Tome of Ilkhazar, an ancient Illifan text. Has a great deal concerning golems and portals. It is a shame it can't be studied by others, but it keeps getting locked away or stolen. Golems? Oh yes, it has numerous chapters concerning the construction and control of golems. It is believed it allowed Luskan to gather the golems to attack Neverwinter many years ago. And I suspect it is what allowed this Black Garius to take control of those blade golems you seem to run across, though I doubt he made them originally. What does it have about portals? The tome is said to detail numerous rites, circles, and even details on a means one could use to traverse planes or travel between two separate points instantaneously. Quite fascinating. If we could only get a hold of it, I'm sure we could make good use of such knowledge. What do you know about the King of Shadows? King of Shadows, such a grandiose name really. As I understand it, he brought many legions of demons against the Neverwinter forces. If I recall correctly, many of the battles occurred near the Mare, and West Harbor was one such battleground. With the legions at his disposal, I'd say he was a competent warlock. Well, perhaps a few leagues rather than really competent, considering the fiends he was able to conjure up. What happened to him? I don't know, really. The time and circumstances of his death were never fully established. Would be nice to fill in that little hole in the wall of history, it would. Any more you could tell me about the Gift Yankee? Am I enjoying Act 2 as much as Act 1? Billy, I'm actually enjoying Act 2 more than Act 1. Although, on the grand scheme, I feel like there are definitely some aspects of Act 2 that should have been in Act 1, and I think Act 1 should have been shorter. So there are definitely some things in regards to pacing that are going to come up in my review. But I'm having a better time with the game now, actually, than I did at first. Really cool stuff. Also, it's a lot more expensive. Houston is a lot cheaper cost of living, especially housing. Oh, interesting. Dallas is expensive too, I hear these days, but also a great city if you can stand the heat. The Gift Yankee. I haven't learned anything more since you sealed their portal. Wished I could have seen that. Must have been a wonderful sight. As for the Gift Yankee in general, well, I doubt they will leave you alone for long. They are an awfully single-minded, battle-ready race, and they don't tend to let things go once they start pursuing them. Certainly you know more about them. Well, certainly, although the rather soft-spoken cryptic Zerf girl you rescued from the keep might be a better source on the subject. Still, I may be able to help you with some of the more general aspects. Are they still hunting me? Oh, no doubt. They really don't give up hunts easily. It's a notable point in their culture. They thrive on raids and the predator-prey relationship. Can you tell me about their culture? Let's see. They are a culture that reside on the astral plane, and they, like the Gizare, were once slaves of the Illithids, the Mind Flayers. Actually, both the Gizare and the Gift Yankee were once one people, but due to some religious differences amongst their leaders, they went to war with each other not long after freeing themselves from the Mind Flayers. I'm sure their Zerth friend could provide considerably more detail than I. Anything else? They are a warlike culture, and they tend to revere their weapons even over their own kin. Their strongest among them carry blades of silver swords that are amazing weapons, an homage to their ancient leader, Gith, who was said to carry the greatest of the blades. We never see a silver sword in BG3, do we? Well, yeah, it's a big game, Jovi, for sure. Thought we'd be in Act 3? No, to my knowledge, we are not in Act 3. Still in Act 2. Good shit. I'm enjoying this game vicariously through your playthrough. That's awesome, Billy. So, really, then, Spirit, we do get a silver sword? I don't remember that. You can steal one in Act 1. Oh, wow. That's really cool. I didn't realize that. Wait, that's not the flame blade, right? No, because that was in the hands of the devil or the demon that we fought. But of course, that's all hearsay. Gith and her blade were lost when she went on a pilgrimage into the lower planes to speak with the Queen of Dragons. Gith never returned, but ever since that time, Red Dragons and the Gith Yankee have been allies, so something must have happened down there. I had some other questions I wanted to ask. Of course, I can help you. Want to ask about some lore, and that's it. That's all I can do. Okay, we'll see if he can give us more once the library has been expanded. Acquired. These feel, the fact that these kind of go directly into my bag make me feel like I should be careful not to sell these. Ooh, summon creature. Globe of invulnerability. Quiet deaths. Okay. On death to death. There we go. All right. Oh. Control undead. Ooh, mass charm monster. Interesting. No, the guy riding the red dragon has one. You can use the command spell to force him to drop it. It's a reward from Lae'zel's quest that you're supposed to get in Act 3. Nice. Okay. I definitely did not realize that. It's a special sword Lae'zel gets in Act 3. You know what? Now that I think about it, I never finished a playthrough of BG3 where I sided with the GIF. Damn. You know what? Thinking about that and playing this game makes me want to circle back to BG3. I might end up having to do that. Vol says a silver sword. I think you could technically steal it from an Act 1. Lae'zel got her silver sword and red dragon. Oh, look at you. You are here. Well. And you're injured. I've seen much of the road during my time, but apparently so have you. You found old Guyvin many a time. I think it'll be good to rest my heels here, record my thoughts, make a few maps, and enjoy life a while. But only for a while. The road calls old Guyvin. Yes, it does. It's good to have you at the keep. Don't much care for the keep, I must say, but I don't much care for any walled place. Guyvin's got his reasons for coming here. Before these old bones see their final rest, my secret's got to be passed on to someone who's walked as many roads as me. So if you explore, old Guyvin will share a thing or two, pass on the wisdom of the road. I'd like to know more about you. Many of folk would like to, seeing all manner of things on the road, crazy things and terrible things. But Guyvin isn't one for telling tales. Guyvin listens and remembers, though. A whole lot of secrets in this head of mine. The only secret Guyvin will share is the ones on this map. Tell me about your maps. Two tasks or less to Guyvin. Make a map of the lands I've wandered and find myself a worthy successor. The maps I've been working on are of Neverwinter and her wood, of the Mare, and as far north as Luskan. Don't know how much help it would be for one such as you, but Guyvin wants to leave a legacy. Can you teach me your secrets? Throughout this wide land, you might find sights you'd never imagine. Sometimes you'll find some nook or cranny. Take a gander and explore it like old Guyvin. Then we can share some notes. All right. Any notes we can... All right. Looks like we don't have anything yet we can share with them, but that's interesting. We could go down over there, and those two are closed off. Interesting. Don't side with the gift. I side with Lae'zel. Nice. Play as a gift and side with the gift. Your next BG3 playthrough. You'd watch that? I'll keep it in mind. Would you rather stream a Baldur's Gate 3 or Mass Effect Trilogy replay? Ooh, the Construct is here. So, me personally, I would rather stream Mass Effect Trilogy. The Mass Effect Trilogy is my all-time favorite game. But when it comes to streaming, I also feed off the energy from the community, right? And I feel like my community at this point in time will be much more excited about a Baldur's Gate 3 stream than they would be about a Mass Effect Trilogy stream. So I would probably say Baldur's Gate 3. And of course, Grobnar's here. Very nice. Very, very nice. Potion shelf, bunch of potions. Excellent. And let me just check in here before we do anything with y'all. Whoa! That's the spider that I got. Yo! You chilling over here, homie? You done made yourself comfortable here? Absolutely. Yeah, BG3. Yeah, exactly. That's what I figured. Kestrel chitters excitedly when he sees you. How did you know to come here? You left rather abruptly last time. Kestrel scribbles what appears to be a crude drawing of you and himself, both walking. There's a large gap between the two pictures. It would seem that Kestrel has been following you for quite some time. It wasn't necessary to keep your distance. I would have welcomed your company. Kistros gestures at the room with his mandibles and stares at you expectantly. You get the impression he's asking you if he can stay. You're welcome to stay. There's plenty of room for anyone who's a friend. Kistros clacks his mandibles excitedly. Excellent. I like having a giant spider around to help deal with my enemies.
One thing. I had a favor, really. I keep hearing about this tome of Ilkazar, and if I recall correctly, it has a few fascinating chapters on golemcraft.
I just can't wait for Dark Heresy. That Slanders playthrough is going to be so good. I plan for it to be, Jovi. I plan for it to be one for the books, for sure. You should be able to make a lot of silk kimonos with a spider that big. Like, so?
Well, if we were to get a hold of it, we might be able to use it to help upgrade the construct. I mean, he's walking around and healthy as golems go. But I only know so much about golems. There may be something I missed that could help him that would be in the tome.
Okay. Sounds good. If we can restore him completely, he'll be an asset.
That's what I say. So glad you agreed. I was worried this was one of those times when I had a bad idea. Of course.
All right,
Ask
other
away.
questions?
Always ready with answers. Yes, indeed.
I think I got some pieces for the construct.
Oh, really? Let me see. Oh my, yes, this should help nicely. Let me see what I can do with this, and what I have here. There we go. Needs a little more, I think, but it's well on its way.
I have no idea what I gave him, though.
Of course. Ask away. Always ready with answers, yes?
Okay, so Grobnar thinks the construct could be reactivated if the runes on its outer surface were withdrawn. He believes that he could do this given the proper materials. So far, you have found an old tome entitled The Ancient Art of Golemcraft. The diagrams contained within should prove helpful in properly restoring the missing runes. Before Grobnar can begin work on the construct, you will still need to find a glowing liquid to serve as ink and a sample of the original runes. Okay. So we gotta go to the city of Arvon. Sir Naval, oh, yep, we're gonna go do that. Then there's still Kelgar's quest. He said he finally understands. You should go to Tier Monks and tell them a realization true. Bradbury's disappearance. You were told she took the news well. Yep, I should employ her. Elgin's Tale. We did as much as we could. Oh, whoa, I forgot to get this journal to Lord Nasher. All right. So yeah, there's lots of stuff we need to do. Wait, what? I already did this. I went to the collector's mansion. I thought in the Black Lake district. Did we not go to the collector's mansion? I'll have to try that again. Okay. What's up, Brian? How are you, dude? All right. Instruction makes no response. You may want to ask Grobnar any questions about it since he spent the most time with it. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go here again because I want to check with old girl and make sure that there's nothing more she needs from me. Because I just realized I didn't give her any specific orders. All right. Let's quick save here. All right. Tell me about yourself. I am Kana, a warrior who follows the way. All of the words are ephemeral, like trying to catch butterflies with blades of grass. I still seek the purity of the way of swords. The way is not about destinations. Instead, it is the path. Through serving you, I have found the way again. I cannot thank you enough for that. How are the surrounding areas? Our roads are some of the most dangerous in the realms. Only well-armed travelers would consider going down them. Only a few merchants use our roads, not enough to support the keep. It isn't too much different than when you became captain. The surrounding lands are as wild as they were to begin with, possibly worse. Bandits have been using this area as a haven for many years. They will be hard to drive out. There have been hardly any changes since we started here. The same handful of farmers buried in the hills. The land is practically empty. What's the status of Crossroad Keep? There's much to be done. The keep's walls aren't serviceable. Talk with Master Vito if you want the keep to be more than a pile of rubble. You have a fair complement of loyal retainers, but surely there are more that would gladly serve you. Besides soldiers, however, there are few people that visit here or live here. Perhaps if the Grey Cloaks patrol the roads and our lands, we'd grow more prosperous. Let's talk about tithing. As captain of Crossroad Keep, you have the right and duty to collect taxes and tithes on the people on Lord Nash's lands. It's left to your discretion how much you collect. These funds go to the keep's coffers and can be used for construction. There are 2 taxes involved, those on merchants and those on farmers. Good, just finished a recording session with my brother. Pretty long session, so we're kind of white, but it was fun. Were you able to fix your audio issues with rendering videos? These lands have been lawless for many years, and the rugged farmers here are not used to being taxed. They may resent it. The merchants are also used to the keep's portion of the high road being a free road, but a dangerous one. If we tithe them at all, they may consider longer, safer backcountry roads or hiring ships from Highcliff. Until the land is tamed, any taxes you impose may only chase those we need away. Let's talk of something else. I want to talk more in depth about the men and their sergeants. What do you want to know about your troops? How battle ready are they? Most of our men haven't received a day of training. They may have just as well walked off the farm and been given a blade. The men perform their duties with minimal complaint, and there are few incidents of insubordination. Considering the reputation of Grey Cloaks, they do well. The men's gear is, I hate to say it, pathetic. Most are still equipped with what they brought from home. That's the end of my report, Captain. You have any more questions about the men? What sort of standards do we have for recruiting new men? The Grey Cloaks are primarily a peasant militia, so any man able to carry a spear is let in. Perhaps not any man. Criminals or those who have that air about them are not accepted. But you don't have to be so lax, Captain. We can make our standards higher. If we have higher standards, we will find fewer recruits, but they will be more capable. You can always lower the bar if you need more men. But be careful, because once we lower our standards, we can never raise them again. So someone was saying, hold on, let me scroll up in the chat real quick. Wasn't someone saying something about you want elite soldiers for your, go as elite as you can with your soldiers. Okay. All right, Q. I remembered your advice. Well, the episode after the one with the issue worked fine, so I'm at a bit of a loss with why that one specifically just doesn't work. Technology, gotta love it, Brian. I only want the best to join my Grey Cloaks. It will be as you command. What do you want to know, Stan? Let's change subjects. Okay, so we've already talked more about the men, the sergeants. So wait, how better are they? What standard? Okay, so that's all she can do. She can't do, there's no money I can spend to make that better. But I can go around to some of the people who already said they'd like to assist, and that will help make things better. So let's do that. Unless old boy is back and ready to accept more work. If he's ready to accept more work, I want to get those roads cleared up so that we can have trade flowing in. Expand the library, get the roads in there, then bring some more people in who will open up stores. Sounds like a good way to go about things. Okay, so now he's back. I wonder what determines how long he's been gone, because I doubt it's been 24 hours. So, kind of odd, but okay. The construction is complete, Captain. I am eager to hear what you want us to do next. How else may I help you? I want to rebuild something. So much to build, so much to work on. Let's go with the surrounding areas. Pay 10,000 gold. Have the men work on making the trail to Crossroad Keep wider and easier for merchant wagons to travel. Not my favorite of duties, but it will not only help travelers and merchants, but it will help me with my materials. So much to do, so much to do. Yeah, so then he runs off. That's so odd. And I assume, yeah, he goes all the way out, right? That's my assumption. Yeah, he goes out, disappears. I wonder what determines how long he's gone. That's so interesting. I want to ask you guys, what is your favorite race, lineage, ancestry to play in a fantasy setting? I really love being a paladin dragonborn. So freaking cool. Unfortunately, I never got the chance to do it in Baldur's Gate 3, which is a shame because both paladins and dragonborn are fantastic. At least how cool dragonborns look is done really, really well in the game. But I never got a chance to play as a paladin dragonborn in Baldur's Gate 3. But it's definitely one of my all-time favorite ways to play the game. So wait, he just said that the library is expanded. So does that mean that's already done? Tell me about if Yankee had other questions. So I'm confused because this all we saw this already. Do I need to leave and come back? I'm not sure if that's the room where the library is supposed to expand into, but annoying. All right, fine. Let's go back out. And I wonder if he's going to be right back, and maybe that's all that matters. You just leave and then come right back and he'll be back automatically. It just needs to reload the area. Yeah, Vito comes back every time you change screen. There you go. Thank you, Cynical. Well, cool. I might as well just burn through all my money now then. Chromatic or metallic Dragonborn? That I'm not so specific on, Boom. But I just love that concept of I'm this mystical creature that most humans have never seen, and some of them kind of automatically fear me, but at the same time, I stand for truth and for justice and for protection and for giving people hope. I think that's a really, really cool combination of role play. So it was awesome in Solasta. You could do it in Solasta, and I probably would have enjoyed to do it in Baldur's Gate 3 as well. If you're talking about TTRPGs where I could actually play the character, I've come to accept I'm just a gnome kind of guy. Years and years and years ago, I did a D&D campaign where I played a tiefling type character, and I had a lot of fun with that. That was really, really cool. All right, how else can I help? So now we've got roads and a lead to the keep. Want to rebuild something. So the surrounding areas should be clear now, right? The road work is almost a waste of my skills, don't you agree? But coins in your coffer means more work. Oh, so you could do even more work on the roads. I don't want to spend all of those funds yet. Let's discuss another part of the keep. Let's see, what's the fortifications? There's a horrible mess right now. Okay, so Lord Nasher considers the walls a top priority. It'll take a long time to rebuild the walls, even with a wizard. It may be better to do quicker projects first. Nah, let's go with the walls. More work after that, they'll barely be worth calling defenses. So much to do, so much to do. All right. Let's leave and then come right back. This I don't like. I wish they would just give me a little scene and say, doop, doop, doop. All right, it's done. And then you could just keep going. Having to leave and then come back and kind of artificially change things is kind of goofy. But it's an older game. Whatever. Is what it is. All right, and he is right back. That's excellent. Structure is complete. Okay, now let's see. How are things in the keep? As well as can be expected, don't you know? I want to rebuild something. Okay, so now let's see. How are fortifications? The walls aren't rubble anymore, but no one can be satisfied to just leave it at just that. So we add to them, make them stronger and better. It will be time consuming. Yes. It will be expensive. Yes. But the results, it will be worth it. 50,000 gold. Holy crap. He definitely did not give me enough gold for that. All right. Be nice with your elder games. I will. Let's see, the buildings in the court. There's 2 buildings that would be ideal for merchants. One could be converted to a smithy, one that an armor and blacksmith could share. The other could be a different type of shop, maybe for general goods or a magic's items purveyor. Just say the word and I'll get my men to work. Interesting. All right, let's build the smithy. Shouldn't take long at all. The smithy will be complete. All right, and actually we'll just go ahead and create both. We already got a road for people to easily get here on, so that should help. Oh, that's right, and I'm supposed to collect taxes so that all of this isn't coming out of my pocket. How do I collect the taxes though? Do I talk to old girl? I don't think she said something about how I could change how taxes are created, but she didn't say anything about, hey, you could check now to see if any taxes are available. Or is that Lord Nash's pot? Will Lord Nash's pot automatically just get larger as more taxes come in? All interesting questions. Construction is complete. I want to rebuild something. Let's see, the buildings in the courtyard, and let's go ahead. You've already built one shop. You want me to build the other? It's quick work and wouldn't slow us down too much. Yep, let's go ahead and play that 10,000. Well, lucky merchant will get the shop I want. It shouldn't take long to construct it. There we go. So much to do. Excellent. that is a Solomon type task. What's up, Alessico? How are you? That's just like Solomon to say, hey, the tithe is what's important. So yeah, when I go back, we're gonna go back again and then have him build something else. And after having built something else, I'm gonna talk to old girl again. Cause I guess the game is moving forward in days as I'm going back and forth. So I assume there should be some tithes available, but maybe not. I don't know. Do a quick save there. All right. Construction complete. I want to rebuild something else. You know what? It is automatically increasing. Okay, so yeah, it says keep funds remaining. I had 20,000 before, and I just spent 10,000, which should have brought it down to 10,000. But instead, it's at 13,000. So the tithes are automatically going into the funds. All right. Buildings in the courtyard. Nothing left to build right now. The only lots available, I have plans, but they require more resources than I have right now. See me later. Okay. Let's discuss another part of the keep. Let's talk about how much were the fortifications? 50 gold. Yeah, we don't want to do that. The keep itself, 15,000. Let's go with my personal suite. The captain suite it is, and I think it may have a surprise for you. So much to do. Now, I assume maybe it took some of my gold. I have to check that. Because I didn't have enough in my funds to cover that. All right, so let's go back in. I do actually have enough to cover the 50K in my personal funds so that we could just go ahead and cobble those roads. I mean, I assume the game is set up where you're going to continue to get more items and things that you can sell that would allow you to be able to do all this, even if you didn't have, what do I have? 170,000 gold stacked up. Like, I'm built for this. I sure did unlock the keep, Gladio, and I've been going through the process of upgrading it. Construction is complete. I want to rebuild something. Let's see. Right, so I've only got 3,000 to keep right now, in the funds right now, rather. The keep itself, there's more to do. So there's 3,000 there. So that means it would take 12,000 from me. Begin work. Yep, so much to do. And yep, okay, so it just automatically takes it from your personal account if you buy something that takes more than what the funds you have allow. No problem. No problem. So this should allow us to completely kit out the inside of the fort. And then I do want to go ahead and pay the 50,000 to cobble the roads. And then we might end up waiting on, what was the other thing they wanted to do? Fortifications. Yeah, I don't remember how much it costs to fortify our walls, but we might end up waiting a bit on that. We'll see. I'm hoping that by expanding the library, it'll help us with getting the book that Grobnar needs. It doesn't really seem like I was given an idea of how to advance forward with that. Yeah, it does, but you become so rich in this game, it doesn't matter. Gotcha, okay. Gnolls are your favorite race. Being able to turn off my brain and go on full instinct and gut feelings is awesome. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I already got the blacksmith shop, Cube. I just need an actual blacksmith to man it. All right, I want to rebuild something. Let me make sure. Buildings in the courtyard. Yeah, he said nothing's available in the courtyard. Let's access another part of the keep. Keep itself. The interior of Crossroad Keep is done. Structurally is sound and possibly better than new, if I do say so. If it doesn't look to your taste, talk to some sort of decorator because the stonework is brilliant. Okay. So the keep itself is done. The buildings in the courtyard is done for now. So now we just have the fortifications surrounding areas. To fortify, it would cost 50,000 gold, and then surrounding areas 35k, right? So yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Let's pay the 35k, have men cobble the trail keep. So wise, Captain, some of the larger merchant trains will be able to visit us that way. Okay, cool. Important for the guards so that they get better equipment. Makes sense. Makes sense. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so yeah, now we're cobbled the roads, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just get that last fortification and then let the taxes make up for the money. Well, I guess the taxes won't make up for the money, but they'll give me enough money to do further things down the line. So then after we do those things, I'm going to bounce around and get the characters who we know will be able to help at this time. And then we'll come back here, visit all these different places that we set up, see if there are new vendors, things of that nature, anything we could take advantage of, and then we'll figure out side quests we could do. How are things? I want to rebuild something. Yep. Not to keep itself. Oh, so surrounding areas. Wait, what? The trail to Crossroad Keep is in fine shape. There's still work that can be done for the roads at large, though. Okay, so we'll deal with that at another time. I'm not interested in that right now. The fortifications. The walls aren't rubble anymore, but let's go ahead and pay. Yeah, let's go ahead and pay the 50k and reinforce the walls. And that brings me down. I still got 82,000. So yeah, it's not like I'm in a bad situation or anything like that. Knows where it's at. I really get to lead it to the chaos, not to the point where I would screw over my party, but enough to make it entertaining. Yeah, one of the runs I had wanted to do in Wrath of the Righteous and never got the chance to was the gnome class that allows you to focus on illusion. That gave a little something extra for that. I felt like that was a really, really cool way to like play a trickster type character, especially with the class option that lets you combine different magic powers. Like I could do a 1-level dip in the race related one, and then use the one that would let you combine powers and just go crazy. It seemed like that would work really, really nicely. Higher things in the keep, as well as can be expected, don't you know? All right, fine. Let's see, keep itself. Buildings, that's another part. Fortifications. I am proud of my walls. Your walls, Captain. They are sturdy and the keep is truly defensible. But are you content with that? I should think not. Think bigger. Think better. We can make towers on the outer walls with arrow slits and other quite ingenious ideas of mine. I truly wouldn't envy anyone foolish enough to attack us. It would take time to do so, but time well spent. 75k. All right, we'll look at that at another time. And then surrounding areas, already knew that was 50k. All right, so that's all done. So now let's go ahead and bounce around and get my people. Loved Arcane Trickster Illusionist. I played both Neverwinter Nights 2 and Kingmaker like that. Nice. So if I go here, so that goes to the farm, not to the world map. Got you. That's why you want to use the little kid. So, okay, so there's a ruined tower, and so there's the merchant shop, smithy, ruined church. So I haven't done the church or the smithy yet. Wait, no, I did do the smithy. What's the other thing? Ruined church, merchant shop, ruined tower. There we go. There's a ruined church and a ruined tower that they have not given me the opportunity to be able to fix yet. All right. Let's let the money stack for a little bit and bounce around and do a couple of things. All right, take us back to the beginning. Can you take me someplace? Interesting. The path to a dragon's horde? Fellow, but hey, you're ribbon old wolf, aren't you? Sorry, no dragons and no dragons hordes for you today. Next you'll be asking for some vorpal weapon or some such. Where do you want to go? No fooling this time. I guess to the fields then? Follow me. All right, so first let's go to Old Owl Inn. So I played a gnome named Sprankle McDankle, who was a gnome prankster, basically a taunt tank who would piss people off enough to attack him and let the melee kids go to town. Nice. That sounds like it'd probably be a lot of fun. That was a gray coke, okay. And that's a farmer. Take care, Muppet. Have a good one. Maybe my most fun character as a player. I was always disappointed I didn't get to spend more time with him. Nice. How do I get him to take me right here? Maybe it's the courtyard outside is what I needed to say instead. All right, well, let's go. Hey, here we are. And you know what? Does the Jave, do I need to worry about her approval? I don't know. I kind of want to bring Grobnar with me regardless, though, because I want to talk with those gnomes again. So we'll keep her out for now, but we'll bring her back in when it's time to move forward in the main quest, because it seems like having her in the next area will probably be really useful. She'll probably have good commentary, I assume. Hopefully. We'll see. We shall see. All right, now should be 2 people I could talk with here, right? Gray cloak. Are you one of them? Not really. Show me what you have. Price are quite fair. Is there anything I wanted to sell to you? Yeah, these are globe of invulnerability. That's a scroll. Yes, scroll. Only usable by certain people. So we'll sell the scrolls to you, but not the books, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna need the books. Yeah. Yeah, summons creature, cloud kill. Yeah, you could take all that. Sooner or later, I need to give that to Bishop. Only usable by. Oh, do I not have my belt on? Oh no, I got a belt of Hill Giant Strength. So I don't have any other barbarians. I'm just gonna sell that.
Yes.
You got a bunch of things that we never dealt with. So we should be sure to deal with that before we move forward. But I don't want to go through all that right now, so we'll do it at another time.
Yeah?
Now, let's see. 2 people I wanted to speak with. Ah, crap. I wanted to have Cassavir with me when I spoke with Catriona again, but oh well. We got enough approval with him. It shouldn't be a problem. Are you going to stay here and help the Great Cloaks?
Well, I think I'm due for a change of scenery.
Come
Maybe
work for
there's a
me.
nobleman
I could
in
use someone
Neverwinter
like
with-
you.
Well, judging from what you've done out here, I'll wager you definitely have interesting work for me. All right, I'm in. You just got yourself a sergeant.
Nice. I'll see you at Crossroad Keep then.
I'll be here for a while longer, but I will join you at Crossroad Keep soon enough.
Beautiful. And then you come to your senses? I'm sure you could use a quality miner like me. We have a deal. Of course, my men and I will go to this keep of yours. So let's head off, men. Come on, move it. Our business here is done. Excellent. All right, gray cloak. And let's see if Column has, gray cloak captain. Kyle's got everything under control. Free to move around again, I see. That's good news. I knew you were innocent. Luskin dolls would try anything to cause Neverwinter trouble. I was confident you'd see it through. I'm just glad I was able to explain how outrageous the charges were. I never get tired of tweaking Luskin noses. Heh. I appreciate what you did for me. Think nothing of it. And embarrassing Luskin's was a bonus. It'll be a while before Luskin tries anything like that again. So anything else I can do for you? How are things going here? Well enough. Not much has changed. The orcs are still killing each other. At this rate, their leader is going to be the only orc left standing. You have any work for me? Thanks. The only time, yeah. This will be a good time to go on the offensive. We talked about that already. I wish I could be like, yo, why don't you lend a few gray cloaks and help me guard my damn roads? But apparently that's just not in the cards. All right. Why is Grobnar just hanging around back over here? What's your problem, bro? All right, let's do that. And then where was that other place that we went to? It wasn't Dustwood. It wasn't. Oh, I think it was Port Last, right? You've encountered something on the way to your destination. Uh-oh. Crap. What is it now? Because I don't think there's anybody in those earlier levels, or earlier areas rather, that could help with the fort, right? I don't remember running into anybody else. Hail, Yorvith. Where are you bound now? Zen. I don't remember you. Have we met? We've never been properly introduced to each other, so let's do that now, shall we? I'm Zen. The pretty lady to my right is Nira. The elf is Shara. And the gnome in the dress is Oyo. It's a robe, you bastard. And now the introductions have been made, there's a matter of the bounty on your head. What bounty? The Arcane Brotherhood is very unhappy with you right now. So unhappy that they've offered a hefty sum of gold to anyone who brings your head back to Luskin. The fact that you were found innocent at your trial particularly infuriated them. Rumor has it they went through a great deal of trouble to frame you. What's your interest in all of this? You're a well-known adventurer. The fact that you survived this long means you've got skill and good equipment. When we kill you, we'll be able to collect the bounty, take your equipment, and become the heroes of Luskin in one blow. You really think it's going to be that easy, don't you? Let's find out which group has more skill, shall we? Oh yeah, you real dumb. All right,
Listening, really?
You know, I think I really take joy
Yes.
in dealing with idiots. So let's do that.
Me?
Let's do it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then they look great.
All right, now, you first. Okay, that's you. Looks like somebody else might be down as well. We good on the rest of them? All right. Ooh, and look at you giving up the good gear. Look how that worked out. Didn't have to be that way, homie. And we're good. All right. Whoo, so I got a bounty on me. That's interesting. Be like Special Forces became Highway Patrol. Having that guy and his people guard your roads. Isn't he one of the 9? No, I don't think he's one of the 9. Is he? I don't think so. My guys, the bounty isn't worth it exactly. But, you know, some people. All right, yeah, port last. Let's go there. And then there's those 2 people in the inn. You know what? Let's also go talk with that guy who was kind of in charge of guarding the main witness for Ember. Let's see if he has anything different to say now that I've been cleared of all charges. I don't remember what you two had going on. Want to see your more exotic items. Industrious hands of Pym. What's going on with this? Usable by a fighter. Oh yeah, I did walk through your equipment, which most likely means you do not have a long sword or a short sword that is of interest to me. Boom! Is it the vile drinker? No, that's great sword. All right. And then you told you it wasn't worth it. I don't know why they wouldn't listen to you, Threed. They absolutely should have. Helmet. Ooh. A bunch of additional sorcerer slots. Isn't that nice? Nope, nothing there. Nothing there. All right, fine. So yeah, through with those vendors. Now let's check in here. Ooh. They won't let us go in there. They're like, you ain't got no reason to be here anymore. No? Why wasn't there a she didn't say like, oh, I can't do this or anything like that. What in the hell? Oh, a specific key is required to open that object. All right, fine. He's like, bruh, if you ain't guilty, then I ain't got no reason to be talking to you. Stay away from me. I really feel like there's gotta be a reason that buzzing sound keeps coming on, right? Right? There's gotta be something that I'm missing. But I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. Let's also thank her for stepping up for me. Appreciate you, darling. Thanks for testifying for me at my trial, Naya. It's been a pleasure, Yorvith. I know you to be a good and honorable soul. I was so angry when that witch insisted on a trial by combat, even though you were declared innocent. So it all turned out well in the end, didn't it? Yep, show me what you have for sale. Greater battle robe. What is this again? Oh wow, this is actually really nice. Well, it's 20,000. I'm straight on that. Dagger. Nash's Ring of Strength. Whoa, Ring of Protection +3. Don't I have the ring of protection +2? Oh, I got the commander's ring. All right. And then, how are things? You seem happier. I feel free. Strange, isn't it? I guess I have you to thank for it. All right. Now, what's up with these gnomes? We tried to talk to them before, and Grobnar understood some of what they said. Winter Snaven. There's a sense to it, but not at a level we can understand yet. Okay, so no chains there. Interesting. All right, now there's the people over there. I believe they're all just regular people, right? And then there's you. Alliance Arms. Dock Worker, Dark Worker, a guard. I don't think we ever went all the way out over here. Is there anything that I need to be aware of out over on this area? Nope, doesn't look like it. All right, let's go inside here. I'm pretty sure there's at least one, maybe two people who will join up at the keep that are in here. Boom. Boom. Let's talk to Falgor. Nope. Don't need any of that. I guess we sufficiently embarrassed old boy that he won't come back to the tavern anymore. There's a quarry near my keep. You could come and work for me. My plans were to journey back to Alm, but I have heard of your Crossroad Keep. The rest of my men will set out after I purchase supplies for the journey. Excellent. Citizen. I don't believe there's anything back there. Oop. Who are you? Serving wench. Interesting. Marcus. Thought you'd come back. Thank you for your help in the trial. The woman, Torio, she acted mean, but she was really just trapped and frightened. The big one, too. The one who killed all the people in Ember. You think Torio was frightened? Both of them were scared and they didn't know what to do, so they pretended to be cruel. They pretended for so long that they forgot how to stop. What do you know about Lorne? Some people got stuck on things from the past. They go over and over them in their minds, and it's easy for someone like me to see. That's how memories are. The ones that stick in your mind, they come to define you. Whenever I looked at Lorne, I saw a fair, a harvest fair. He lost a fight there years ago, and he wouldn't let that memory go. That's how he saw himself, as the boy who lost the fight. If he'd learned to let that memory go, he would have lived, but he didn't, so he died. Have you had any more visions? They aren't really visions. It's more like seeing something with another set of eyes from a different angle. When I was little, it used to make me feel sick, and I'd have to close one set of eyes or the other. So, what do you see when you look at me? You're getting harder and harder to see. It's like you're falling into a void, a great blind maw, and it's going to devour you, no matter how you try to stop it. Well, ain't that comforting? Thanks for that, Marcus. Of course, you helped me, so I'm glad to tell you what I see. So you decide to stay here? Falgor treats me well, and I have a room all to myself. I help out in the kitchen mostly, but Falgor likes to have me around when new customers come in. He asked me if they're going to tip badly or if they're going to cause any trouble, so he can turn them away ahead of time. All right, farewell. Nice, as long as the kid is doing okay. And now, I don't remember what the deal is with you. Well, man, what can I do? What brings you to Port Last? Anything you could tell me? I thought for some reason you were also someone who would come with me, but I guess not. All right. Was there anything? What's wrong with Grobnar? Why does he keep staying behind? Puppet mode is off. Follow distance should be near. Recover traps. Guard distance. Near. Let's do that. Character will only attack. Wait, no. Will only attack when enemies are close. No. Default. Open locks. Stealth mode. Automatic hiding. Spell cast. Dispel. Item uses, use healing ability. Combat mode will not change combat modes during combat. Okay. Ranged weapons on. Back away. Yep, on. Disable melee attacks on. Auto summon. Allied damage. Oh, you know what? There's one thing he probably needs though. Hold on. How you doing? No, he's got arrows too. So he's got arrows and he's got a bow. What is your problem, dude? Love that joke. It's a kind of that turns a seer to a super bouncer. Man. I'm very confused about why you're not moving. All right. Okay. I don't remember. What was this called? Crossroad Keep? Is there... Let me look this up real quick and make sure. Is there anybody else who I should be thinking of that I haven't? Crossroad Keep. Recruits. Oh, so there are a couple other people I hadn't thought of. So I'm still confused, but we'll move forward. There is one group I hadn't thought to go to that apparently there might be someone I can recruit. Let's go to the docks. Dock district. Boo! Right, I got him. So I don't need to. Oh, you know what we haven't done? It's weird that they only allow these few party members to be here. Did I do all the talking I needed to with you? I think I did.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I had a trial shop.
Don't worry, I have put
all right, we're good. Sam. Am I good with all of you? Having Grobner in the party is doing nothing for me right now, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll just move forward. Get that dude. Okay. So it looks like there might be two other people I can recruit that I hadn't considered. So let's see. The first one is at an inn, and I can't remember if this inn is here or at... I think this inn is actually not here, but at the Merchant District. So let's go there real quick. There we go, Merchant Quarter. So one here and then one all the way back at my house that for some reason might potentially be willing to go with you. And then let's see. I think it's over here. There we go, Moonstone Mask. Let's check this real quick. So talk to you and Orlin. Okay. Boom, boom, da, 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 da. So this is the place where that member of the Nine got annihilated. Very unfortunate. Where is old girl? That's Ophala. Da, na, 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 na. I don't feel like I've ever talked to you.
Hello.
And you can't. All right, fine. Regardless, we still mourn those killed. And that's it. What the hell? Where is this chick? I thought she was here. 1 second. At the end, who could record it to work there? One moment. I thought the Joy character was in this inn, but maybe she's not. Boom, 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 boom. We found in the midst of the event. Oh. And she's not available till Act 3. Okay, cool. That's why I haven't found her yet. Cool. All right, then I don't have to worry about that. But I can go ahead and go to you. And then who's this guy? Doom, 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 doom. Okay. Awesome. So it looks like I basically got everybody who can be recruited except one. Right off the bat. And the one who can be recruited, it's not clear to me if he can be recruited now or if I have to wait until Act 3. So we're just going to go check and see if it's now. And then regardless, we'll head back. We'll visit the different shops and we'll look inside of the keep to see how things have changed. And then I want to clear up all the side quests before we move forward in the main story. And then also at some point we're going to talk with oh, you know what? I think I already did talk with the Get Yankee we just recruited, right? I think we exhausted all of our dialogue options, but I'll check. I'll check to be sure she doesn't have anything else to say. Didn't they say something about having the Grey Cloaks watch or monitor your place? I feel like I should be getting a little bit more help than I am right now. Maybe I'm wrong for that. Whoa. Why is the screen dark and blink? Oh, here we go. It just took a while to load in. That was weird. Lieutenant, I am pleased the trial went well. Let me say I am pleased you emerged without falling to Luskan hands. I'll be going now. All right, nothing else I can say apparently. Whoa, why is she back in the cell? That's not cool.
What is your will?
Tell me more about the ritual.
The ritual of purification was the means by which the Empire of Ilfarn sought to protect itself from that which was supposed to protect it.
Think that needs a little more explanation.
It may seem to be a reason that feeds on itself, but such an act was believed necessary. The ritual of purification was a safety ward. Ilfarn had many enemies, and to defend against these enemies, they created a powerful construct, a guardian. Their wisdom mirrored their power. They recognized that they would need means of protecting themselves should the guardian turn on them.
Then the ritual can do this?
Yes. It is said that by undergoing the ritual, one may be able to unmake the guardian.
What's up, Zier? How do you use 1 in 3 companions? There's a debug command that expands how many party members you can have at one time. Tell me more about the Guardian.
The King of Shadows was born from the form of the Guardian. Unmaking the Guardian will wound the King of Shadows, and perhaps unmake him as well. But the ruins of ancient Ilfarn will tell you more as we progress. The ritual shall give you the weapons and the knowing of how to defeat our foe better than my words will.
So what do we perform this ritual?
Know that the territories on your empire are drawn over old lines, and where once this coast of swords was, there was another empire, many turnings ago. This empire had many citadels, many temples, many sacred places.
Yep, no problems
They
here.
remain sacred still, and they hold an important piece of our struggle. We must journey to these Ilfarn ruins. There, the ritual must be performed. I will
Some more
hear you.
questions. Can you tell me about the shards?
These shards, they are pieces of the blade of Gith. This blade was believed lost. Now it has been found in you. This you know. Each shard contains a resonance within it, a power that you can unlock to strengthen your will. With the ritual of purification, know that these 2 things may be enough to defeat the King of Shadows.
But how do I reforge the shards?
When we have gathered enough, the knowing of healing the blade shall come soon after. And it will require great courage from you.
I want to ask you more about the Gitzerai.
If it is your will that you would know more, narrow your question, and I shall answer.
Where are you from?
The people, the Gitzerai, have made their home upon the shifting plane of limbo. There, thought becomes matter, and we are trained from birth to sharpen our thoughts and our purpose. Cities are built from our thoughts, as all else that encircles us is chaos.
Wow.
We live within the chaos of these planar currents, with only our knowing and our will to preserve us.
If not from Limbo, where were you originally from?
Your question strikes deep into history.
Ooh.
And know that what you ask, this is not the time to speak of it.
Okay,
If
want
it
to
is
ask
your will
more?
that you would know more, narrow
When we
your
first
question,
met, you said you
and I
were a
shall
Zerth.
answer.
What is that?
A Zerth is one who speaks the word of Zerthamon. A Zerth protects the community from threats to the body or mind.
Threats to the
A
mind?
Zerth focuses the wills of others by using the knowing of our people's history and beliefs to remove doubt, and heal one's will through the words of Zerthamon.
So you're like a priest?
That title would apply, yes. But while we hold the words of Zerthamon to be of importance, we do not worship him as your people do the gods of this plane.
Why is doubt so dangerous?
Doubt is the doorway through which attackers will come. Not just beasts, such as the Illithids, but other predators. Doubt is how our people were once lost, and it is an emotion that is deadly on our home plane. The plane
That's
of
understandable.
Limbo, where we have made our home, is a plane of chaos, an unsculpted sea of matter. Matter that cannot be shaped by tool or hand, but only takes form through one's thought. Many minds united may create citadels no enemy may breach.
Glad you're able to make it, Muppet.
But if one doubts, then the walls that surround our communities will be as nothing.
If someone doesn't believe, then your cities become vulnerable?
Yes, and that is why focus is important. No one wishes the tragedy of Shrocket-Lore to be visited upon our people again. The words of Zerthamon provide this focus, and it is the
Shrocket-Lore?
purpose of a Zerth to pass along his knowledge to our people.
Know more about the
Zerthamon
Zerthamon.
founded our race. He knew the Githzerai before they knew themselves. When our people were in danger of losing their wills to the way of the Illithids a second time, he was the one who centered us and met Gith's treachery with his own blade.
What do you mean?
It is not my will to speak of this more. It is a chapter of our history.
Okay.
If it is your will that you would know more, narrow your question, and I shall
Can't you
answer.
summon aid from the Githzerai?
Know that there are many who would know the answer to that question. If my people moved against the King of Shadows, know the conflict would be over, and it would end in the destruction of all our peoples. Yours, the Githzerai, and the Githyanki.
What? Why?
If we entered this conflict, the Githyanki would turn upon us. And with his opposition divided, the King of Shadows would destroy us both.
Why would the Githyanki turn on you? But the King of Shadows is a greater threat than either of you.
Whatever hatred exists between the Githyanki and the King of Shadows is a dim flame to the hatred the Githyanki bear my people. It is not a thing of reason. Know the Githyanki will not listen, and know that neither will my people. If there is any hope of meeting the King of Shadows and defeating him, it lies with you.
Why do you think I can save us?
I have known many heroes before they knew themselves. I knew Shardas's heart, whose mercy turned aside Vilquar's blade at Sargassa's end. I knew Orlus's sacrifice before he gave his mind, filled with well-crafted lies, to turn aside the plans of the Illithids and shield us from a third war. And the tale of Dakon is known to all Zerths, when his loss of faith shattered the walls of Shrak-at-Lor, and finally, when he came to know himself again at the pronouncement of two deaths as one. So when you ask if I think you can save us all, know that I have seen others with your will move the plains themselves and turn aside war. Trust this. Trust yourself, and even the King of Shadows will fall.
Through all versions of D&D up to BG3, Gith are generational haters. Seems like it, Josh. Isn't it kind of odd that Dritz almost never gets mentioned in these D&D games? Like, I think he might pop up in Baldur's Gate 1, maybe 2, but he's obviously used way less than Elminster and whoever is the other, like, merchant bar type character. Like, as my understanding is, he's the most popular D&D character, so it's just kind of odd to me it doesn't come up more often. Why do you follow me, Zajahid?
Among my people, we hold belief, the ability to focus one's will, as a powerful thing. It is said that sometimes belief can stave off death, and if that is possible, I think belief in you is not so unlikely. I must believe you can defeat the King of Shadows, and I believe that more strongly than any who walk upon your plane, and because I refuse to believe in the alternative.
What's going on, Bobby? He's in BG 1 and 2, but as far as I know, he's never ever mentioned in the Icewind Dale games, which is weird. Gotcha, okay. He appears in 1, but only in extended edition. Ah, okay. Interesting. So it is kind of weird, but he is in both of the previous Baldur's Gate games.
If it is your will that you would know more, narrow your question.
I had other questions for you. How did you end up in Crossroad Keep?
Know that the path that led to me being chained is a twisted one, and the citadel that is now yours, Crossroad Keep, was not my destination.
Oh,
I
top-down
journeyed to
action
your plane to
RPG?
see the
Okay.
actions of the Githyanki with my own eyes. This plane, this Faerun, is often in their thoughts and in their speech.
So you were spying on the Githyanki?
I observed them. The Githyanki are hunters, and they rarely release their prey. Yet it was the name of the prey they sought that first brought the matter to my people. It was said the Githyanki hunted the Kalakcha. Such a hunt must be confirmed with the eyes, and cannot simply be trusted to words traded from one to another.
Boo is the most loved character? Hilarious. And the hunt for me led you to Crossroad Keep?
Yes. My feet shadowed the path of the Githyanki, but we were both prey of another. In my shame, I did not see Shadow until it was too late. They took me.
I forgot about Deacon. I need to replace him. I need to recruit him as well. Thank you for the reminder.
Crossroad Keep.
Do you know what your captors were doing?
That is not known to me. Whatever their intent, it was done in the service of the King of Shadows. Your attack on the ritual and the claiming of this citadel, however, will only be to our benefit in the battle to come.
Other questions? If this shard of yours is inside me, why don't you tear it out of me?
And by doing so, what would that prove to both of us, Kalak-Cha? That I am no different than the Githyanki that hound you? That I am careless of life like the Illithids? Know that that is not my will.
Why not?
Know that there are greater truths and strengths than what seems the quickest way. That is the way of the people of Gith, not the way of my people. Such acts fall in circles upon themselves, and what would seem a victory would only be our undoing. I believe there is a reason the shard lies in your heart, and not in the hands of the Githyanki, Kalak-Cha. And I will see that reason come to pass with my own eyes. I will hear you.
She's got a very Jedi Zen vibe about her that I actually kind of like. This Kalak-Cha, what is it again?
The translation is a crude one, but it is Shard Bearer. It is not a word, it is a title. They call you the Shard Bearer, this Kalak-Cha, because you carry a piece of Gith's blade within you, near the heart, and you have always borne it close to you. I will hear you.
I am not familiar with the
That is not
Githzerai.
unknown to me, nor is it a surprise. A Githzerai is one of the people.
Can you tell me more about your people?
Know that many lifetimes would go by before I recited but one of the annals of our people. If it is your will that you would know more,
Okay,
narrow
we
your
already did
question,
that.
and I shall answer. Zerthamon, when our people were in danger
Let's
of
see
losing
if we
their
have
will, it
enough
is not my will to
influence.
speak
No, we
of this
don't.
more.
All right,
I will
other
hear
questions. Let's make sure. Githzerai. Okay, we're good. What happened to the second in command guy who got injured that used to stand over here? I'm pretty sure we saved him, but we haven't seen him since, which I find a little bit disturbing. I feel like he should have popped up and then told us, hey, I'm so glad and thankful that y'all pulled my bacon out of the fire. All right, now let's find Deacon and add him to our merry band. How far away is he? Right around the corner. Let's do it. Do 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 do. Dritz is popular, but in the world as a whole, he is way less powerful or important than a lot of his contemporaries. His story is a lot more about personal struggle versus grand world-ending things. So is Elminster considered to be much more powerful than him? I found you a shop in Crossroad Keep with a roof. A shop? You would give Deacon a shop? If you get Deacon a little home with roof, Deacon would be so happy. Deacon would gladly run all night and day through pits of fire and death to get where he needs to go to have a little kobold hole. As long as no dragons there. Deacon done with dragons and their humor. No dragons? No dragons. Deacon is so excited. We'll gather his stuff, pack up a bit, then go to Keep. Roof. Deacon gets a roof. But Deacon wants to tell kind, generous hero, Deacon may not keep all stuff, if any, when he go to Keep. You want to buy or sell anything to Deacon, do it now. Deacon may not be able to carry all stuff to Keep. Hard on back and feet. No, that's fine. I'll be going now. All right. Elminster is basically like Mistress Jesus, except she has 3 of them. Elminster is probably the original important character for the Forgotten Realms. Ooh, okay. It's actually canon that Elminster got freaking with Mistra? Really? I wonder if that's before or after Gale. Melster is much more powerful than most folk. I'd slide Dritz into most people. Okay. Interesting. He was considered the alter ego of Ed Greenwood, who was the main writer of the setting originally. Yeah, I remember Wolfheart doing a interview with Ed. He seemed like a really chill, cool guy. There we go. All right. Dagon, not here for you. Ah, Bevel. Hello,
Looks like
sir.
it didn't take you long to make new friends.
Nice. Anything new happened while I've been gone?
It's been quiet since the attack. Everyone's just working to fix all of the damage done, and Georg has the militia training even harder now. He's pretty upset about the number of harbormen we lost, and wants to make sure we're better prepared if there's a next time.
So there haven't been any further attacks?
No attacks. I guess sending you away with the shard really made a difference. So, maybe you shouldn't stay too long. No offense, but if that shard's what caused all the trouble, we really should keep it away from here.
Are you sure you don't want to come with me, Bevel?
I'm sure it's an exciting life, but my duty is here in West Harbor. If there is another attack, I want to be here to help. Not that what you're doing isn't important. It's just that someone needs to stay behind and keep an eye on things.
Ed is a freaking legend. Hey, Drizzt is mostly around for swordsmanship, and even at that, he's only like 8th or 9th best in the world setting. When people can hop dimensions and tame dragons, he doesn't compare as much. Got you. All right. That makes sense. You, Tomas. Here we go. Orlin, what's up, dude? You came back for something? I had some empty fields at Crossroad Keep. I could use some farming help. I reckon you get all sorts of responses to that. Maybe people ask you to do all manner of fool things. You're no kin of mine, but you're a harborman, and that's the next best thing. I'll stay with you a season or two to get your crops in order. May take me a bit to gather my things. I hope the rot-infested road is clear of lizardlings now. Beautiful. Okay. I believe that wraps up all the people that I can recruit for now. So we'll go back over this way. Now let's go back up to the keep. Strange that Drizzt is so low because he's a hell of a swordsman. Let's go to Crossroad Keep. Excellent. Got to check out that keep indeed. I'm gonna walk around, see my beautiful new walls and my new cobbled road and all that good stuff. Plus, I should have a nice bit of taxes saved up, so maybe I can go ahead and order something new. We'll see.
We stand upon the precipice of change.
Highway, what's going on, man? Appreciate you following me over on Twitch. All right. That's just a regular farmer. Out here doesn't, oh wait, here goes, nope, that's the same farmer. So out here doesn't look all that much different, but all right. Let's go to the courtyard. Boop, boop, doop, doop, doop. We should have multiple stores that we could check out this time. Probably climb the list a bit though, since he is not old for an elf. So what really made Drizzt popular? They were like some D&D books, right? There are people over there. Ooh, I can go over here. What's that? That is the, merchant stop. And then there's a ruined church. And then there's, middle is a smithy. On the other side of the inn is what we were seeing with them. Excellent. All right, let's start here. Ooh, this place looks fancy. Is this where Deacon is? If so, I'm sure he's very, very happy. Sure is. Look at that. Look at you upgrading and whatnot. Dick is so happy to have a place of his own with roof and walls. Neverwinter had walls, but no roof. Not like as much. Deacon owed you much gratitude. Would be willing to trade and buy and sell and sing for Captain of the Keep, if Captain wishes it. Ever consider anything you could do to help defend the keep? Deacon not think so. Deacon try to help. Usually get a lot of shouting and yelling and stones thrown at him, which make him feel like home. You must have run into one of my audiences. Still think he'd be underfoot too much to be helped. It's a way of things, being kobold. The shop's good enough for now. But if someone were to hurt Captain or hurt Captain's home, Deacon think that would make Deacon very, very mad. Let me ask questions. Have you ever considered returning to the adventuring life? Deacon like keep lots, not miss adventuring life. Deacon probably need long break before follow after big hero game with pen. Those pens sure get heavy. Deacon likes collecting and selling things. Gives him time to write. Between Undrentide and Waterdeep, Deacon needs a little break from golems and mages and snake ladies. Undrentide, what happened there? Lots of winds and ground moons, snake ladies. I think we already talked about this. There's also a dwarf wizard too. Deacon miss him. Make chest hurt thinking about it. Dwarf wizard? Solid ground and that'd be enough. Tell me about Waterdeep. Let's spend us time in Waterdeep as much as under it. Kept going down and down and down. Make drinking dizzy. Puts you to spin, does it? And too many drow. Lots of drow elves. Hey. Too many books about them already. More books about kobolds. Let me see your wares. Ooh, Deacon has some stuff now. Maybe get more if more and more people come to the keep. Oh, I'll have to check out his what he's got then. Oh, R.A. Salvatore wrote like 40 books with Dritz as the main character. Was probably the most popular D&D book character. Oh. Ice-T was one of the audiobook narrators for a Dritz book. That's hilarious. Yeah, but most characters don't get to level 16, 18. But he was barely top 10. Interesting. Blackguards play. Oh, wait, but none of us are Blackguard. Brace of Armor, Duelist Guard. Yeah, the Frenzy Berserker Hide. That's also not good enough, right? Yeah. So some of this is what he had before. That hasn't changed. Okay. Ooh, greater magic bag. That's interesting. So how's this work? Ooh, 80% weight, huh? You know what? I will go ahead and take that. Thank you. I am tired of all these silver shards sitting in my inventory like this, especially because it just feels like I'm gonna accidentally sell one of them, and that would piss me off. All right, now. Actually, you know what? You see your wares. What is this? Dark steel dagger? Yeah, we can let go of that. What's this? Adamantine battle axe. None of us using that. Short sword of quickness. Enhanced build is +1, but I could use haste if I wanted to. No, I'm straight. Long sword +2, absolutely not. Evelyn chainmail, I'm straight. Half plate +2. I think I'm straight on that, but unless you check. You are 8-1 +1. I really need to go through your inventory at some point. You are 7 +2. So there should be no change then, right? No, actually, this is one less. All right. So then, yeah, let's do that. And you're up out of here. Yep. All right. Let's go out from here. If Dritz was fighting shirtless, he would be a much better swordsman and climbing ranks. Is Dritz a drow? Okay. Worker. Can't get in there. So wait. Yeah, this is the ruined church. We haven't had an opportunity yet to fix the church. No problem. Now this, I feel like we should be able to get into, but we can't. So I guess we fixed up where the blacksmith would work, but we haven't actually figured out who's going to work over there. Let's go inside the inn. Yes, he is a drow, so he also makes himself less known on the surface. What's up, Rock? So I wonder if when Deacon was saying too many books written about drow, not enough written about kobolds, if that was a knock against Salvatore and
so what does the great captain of Crossroad Keep want with his humble tracker? Something you want hunted down, my lord, or some forsaken path scouted?
You weren't too impressed with the people of Ember.
No, and neither should you. You're from West Harbor. Duncan told me what happened. The Gith show up, and you killed them.
Facts.
And you know what? There'd be a lot less misery in the world if everyone followed that simple rule. Either stand up and fight, or be prepared to suffer.
Agreed.
There now. Maybe I'm speaking to someone with some sense. There's learning in fighting and killing, and more in fighting for something you believe in. What would have happened if you never fought for anything?
What's up, Benevolent? That's exactly what he means.
Seems to me there's a strength in that. Something you can learn from. And so could those fool villagers in Ember. Go ahead, but don't expect any answers.
This is probably the first Lystra-like drow in Forgotten Realms fiction that makes him unique and loved by the fans to this day. Got you. Why'd you become a ranger?
It's because tracking and hunting help put
I
things
don't really
in
care about him. He's so
because you can't always find cheap. I've been on both sides, prey
so
and
evil.
predator.
I know he's not going to be
And
my
if you
party
think
member.
you're a
I'm not
predator,
party very
you're
often.
usually wrong. You're always someone's prey.
What's up, Ravi? How are you, dude? So who's
Don't
hunting
know.
you?
Maybe someone, maybe no one. But chances are I'll find out someday. Unless
Why are you a Neverwinter?
Because you can't always find cheap ale in the wilderness. I've been on both sides. Prey and go ahead. But don't expect any big dangerous swamp.
Not
Not
much
much easy to get lost in. But you probably know that from West Harbor, right? Duncan said something about it. Said, trust me, whatever. But you harbor men, you're a pretty tough bunch. Go ahead. But don't expect any answers.
See the
Luskins,
problem.
don't give it much thought. Most of them aren't human beings anyway. They usually give up
Damn.
any shred of morality or dignity as part of the because they deserve it. At least in Neverwinter the soldier. Look, enough about Luskins. They are.
All right. It's weird that I have his dagger in my inventory and the game doesn't allow me to give the dagger back to him for some influence game. It seems rather odd. Bishop's right. Just follow Maliki, not Elustra. It's you, Captain, right? It's Sal. Sal from the Sunken Flagon. Well, formerly of the Flagon. I've been wiping tables for your uncle for years, with always the promise of starting my own inn. But it always seemed to be just words until you came along. Once I heard what you were doing, I packed my bags, wrote a note, and here I am. You said you wanted to run an inn? What, you thought I wanted to wash plates and tankers the rest of my life? I've always wanted to start my own inn. This keep's got everything going for it. It's right on the high road, it'll get plenty of merchant caravans, and it's got, well, you too. I figure I could turn this into a respectable inn, clean with entertainment. Oh, and good food. I mentioned I'm a cook, right? I look forward to working with you. You're the boss. Well, the real boss is Lord Nasher, and his agent already approved everything. You'll get plenty out of this. I'll bring customers, provide a place for the merchants to drink, eat, and spend a little money. Look, trust me, you need an inn, and that means an innkeeper, me, and drinks will always be on the house, Captain. How's business? We've got business. Not a lot, but there are people dropping by. things could be better. I've been talking with this master bard who's willing to send an apprentice to perform here, but he wants the place to be livelier, someone to dance to his music, he says. So if you spot anyone that want to work here, grab them. I will keep my eyes and ears open for you. Don't get me started on equipment bugs to play the swashbuckler and didn't put anything in my damn chest in Act 1 when the village was attacked. Talk about morality. If you've ever played Kingdom of Amalur Reckoning, I have. The guy who wrote all the Driz books wrote the lore for that game. Really? That game had such a tumultuous history. It was kind of wild that one game could have that much going on. All right. I guess that's about as poppin' as it gets out here for now, which is odd considering everything I built, but we'll see. Wait, what did he say? How things fair to keep as well as can be expected after all the things I've done. 6,000, that's all? Okay, fine. Keep the stealth is still good. Buildings are still good. The fortifications are 75,000. And surrounding ease, that's 50,000, right? Yep, it is. Nothing to talk about. All right, farewell for now. We'll let that go. Worker. And the great cloak. All right. Like I said, Artemis are the best duo I've seen in the books. So, this should feel completely new.
Captain, it's good you have returned. We have been diligent in ensuring that we only accept the best, and we've trained our men exceptionally. Catriona has a request for you.
I am a woman of few words, but I present to you our finest soldiers. We have combed the countryside for those that have the potential to become the very best. We have found them. This squad represents the finest the Keep's Greycloaks have to offer. I ask you to accept them as the captain's company. Their unit will stand as an example for the rest. They will undertake the most dangerous missions and be the first into harm's way and the last out.
What will this mean?
The best of our men will be assigned to the captain's company, and they'll be trained even harder. In time, they may surpass squires and even knights in skill. There may be a small, very small, sacrifice to our effectiveness of other units. But the gain in morale, you can't put a value on that.
All right. How's their Kingdom of Amalur Reckoning being not good? It was good, but very unpolished, Hunter. And I don't remember if the remake was worth playing. I never checked it out. I don't remember what the reviews were like. I got a cleric, Rock, the Githzari cleric. I do have her, if that's who you're referring to. Then let the captain's company be formed.
What do you want your company's goal to be? Every man will try to uphold it.
Protect the land and its people.
As you command, so shall the captain's company serve you.
Interesting. From your humble beginnings to this, you must be pleased, Captain. Received word from Captain Berlania in Neverwinter. They have captured Gary's consort, Torio Clavin, and are holding her for treason. Whoa! Berlania says that they were going to put her to death, but Sir Naval interceded and said that we should let you decide her fate. Torio Clavin has offered her full cooperation and access to everything that she knows in exchange for her life. If you decide to let her live, she will be transferred to Crossroad Keep to serve as an informant. What do you want to do? What is your opinion? I think that Torio Clavin poses an acceptable risk compared to the benefit of the information she can provide. Trim. Torio's information could prove useful. Bring her here. Very well. I shall send for Torio to be brought to the Crossroad Keep. Once here, I will watch her closely. I may be of service. How are the surrounding areas? The high road is near Wild where we are. Without well-trained men, what? Merchant traffic has increased since you started here, but it's still uncommon. Many prefer to use high cliff ships since their problem with the lizard folk has been resolved. In the surrounding lands, we have begun the slow process of clearing out bandits and even monsters. It is dangerous work. Only the hardest and most desperate would live in our lands right now. After all of our work, it's good to see more farmers and their families moving here. There aren't many farmers here, just a few isolated homes, but it is a start. Interesting. What's the stat of Crossroad Keep? Master has started work on reconstructing the keep, but the walls and buildings in the courtyard need much work. The keep is filled with loyal men and followers, but there still may be a few out there to find. Besides soldiers, however, there are a few people that visit or live here. Okay, so same as before. Let's talk about tithing. All right, let's talk about something else. Want to organize the men. We have several men, Captain. There are many things we could do with them. The men can be assigned different tasks, training and garrison duty, patrolling the roads and the keep's lands, and trying to recruit more great clothes to join our ranks. I assigned the men to training and garrisoning the keep for now. On occasion, special assignments may be available. It might be wise to check back with me whenever you come to the keep. Okay. Do you want to reassign what your great clerks are doing? The men train and garrison, split the men. Have them try to recruit. I want to talk more in depth about the men and their sergeants. Tell me about Catriona. Catriona has weathered many battles in Old Outwell before she got to me. There's little I can teach her. The only decision for her is where to station her. I was planning on holding her in reserve to deal with special missions or other important matters, but I will defer to your judgment. Once she has an assignment, though, it may take some time for her to delegate her responsibilities. Okay, so we'll keep it where you believe best. Okay, I feel like we're getting more complicated aspects of having this keep that aren't being clearly explained. And that is rather odd, but for now, we'll deal with it. Do you recognize the advancement in the King of Shadows, Githyanki? Okay, so no additional conversation from him when I expand the library, but wait, no, that's not an expansion of the library. This is my personal study. So yeah, I guess the expansion of the library was already present. I don't know why they would put a locked door in my damn room, but okay. Kingdoms of Amalur remake wasn't bad, felt unpolished, but never played the original. Interesting. Okay. Thanks,
Everyone
Random.
follow me and see how it's done.
Why would there be a locked cabinet in my room that I cannot open? That's very odd. Very, very odd. Yeah, keep is nice, but not clear at all. I always use a guy that tells me what to do and in what order. Got you. I haven't went into any new places yet, so I know. He'll just be annoyed. Ooh, I don't think we've been here before. The city of Luskin. Oh, Crossroad Keep key. That's interesting. So here's a question. If I go back to where were we? This is another area. Oh wait, was it? No. Where was that bedroom? Come on now. No, not there. That's the dining room table, and that's this area right over here. So wait, oh, was it all the way across? Let's see. There we go. Container unidentified. Bag of holding. Look at that. And I just bought a new bag. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. They gave you an Airbnb. It is rather nice. Rather nice. I completely forgot. What's on this other level? Oh, that's right. We had the stuff at the construct. So this stuff probably hasn't changed at all. Even Grobner isn't down here anymore. It's unfortunate. So you're here. And that's it. All right, fine. What's up, by the way? Hello, Crystal. Anything to report? Holds up what appears to be an unfinished cloak. You're weaving a cloak? Is that for me? Crystal chitters and continues weaving diligently. Thanks, Crystal. I'll let you get back to work. That's super cool. What? Hammer, what's going on, man? Appreciate you following me on Twitch. So it seems like there's nothing more I can really do around here except I got 123,000. You know, here. Courtyard. Yeah, take it to the courtyard. Follow me. Okay. I think I will go ahead and finish one of the more expensive renovations. Oh, you make me go all the way back up? Okay. You know, I would love a D&D book series that dives into the adventure modules. Like, I would love that book that's a prequel leading to Storm Key's Thunder. Nice. Let's talk to you. Want to rebuild something? Let's see. Surrounding areas. Right, that's 50K. The nearby roads need extensive work. They do, Captain. Our section of the high road is in a truly sad state. So much to do, so much to do. All right. You have the best of best and a giant freaking spider, as well as a bath or blade golem. You're already looking at being an unstoppable force. Hey, man, I'm trying. Slowly but surely. Alexa's having an absolute blast. The keep is really, really cool. I wish they gave it to you earlier, to be frank. I think it works out very nicely. There we go. Now, we finally finished upgrading the roads. We got 80K left. I think the other fortifications are like 75K. You can hear, I want to rebuild things, my favorite subject. Surrounding areas. Are you serious? The trail to Crossroad Keep is in fine shape. There's still work that could be done for the roads at large, though. $100,000 for the nearby roads? That's not happening right now. Well, I tried. Really wanted that to work out, but all right, let me go to the little kid. You're in the key part. Yep, sure am. Roughly how many days ago, or was it today, you got to the castle? I got to the beginning of the fight for the keep in the last stream, and then I actually completed that fight and got the castle in this stream. Take me someplace. To the path outside. Follow me. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we'll be back in a bit. I'm gonna get rid of Kelgar, even though he's a. No, Kelgar has. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of Sand. Sand doesn't really need to be around right now. I won't bring in you. Hopefully, we'll add some points with you. And then we want to go to, is it the dot? No, we'll go to Black Lake. Okay. Let's speak to Lord Nasher. There's still so much more. Really? That's crazy. Amazing. How long? It is amazing how long it is, right? Yeah, this is a massive game. Absolutely massive. Somebody was just saying earlier in the stream, dude, aren't you in Act 3 by now? And I'm like, no, I'm not in Act 3, and I have no idea how long it's going to take before I get to Act 3, to be completely honest. I'm just going with the flow. All right. Hey, there goes the sergeant. How's Cormac? He's well. Oh, we were just asking about him. He was going to keep a few more days, but Cormac up and left. So fresh air would do him good. Where is he now then? Have you ever met Lord Tamar? Where's Lord Tamar's stay? Lenny, yeah, what do you see to do around here? How long you served here? All right. Let's go up here. Maybe as we're walking around Cormac, will all of a sudden show up. Neverwinter is hilarious when you take it for what it is. It leans into tropes a fair bit. I can see that. Is this the same guy? Hey, stop that in!
Take
Flee now while you can.
Ooh. I'll hear no more from you. Just stay clear of them. What? I just saved your life, buddy.
Oh, yes.
I don't want to forget that we have this. Well, that finally got resolved. It's getting tired of them imps trying to break out. Did you allow Uncas to stay in the keep? Yes, I did. Number one, Ice 2 is hilarious. Find the OC better written than people give it credit for. I think people miss a lot of things, like the Gift Yankee being the ones who attack West Harbor. So far, for me, the main story is by no means bad, but I wouldn't put it on the same level as like Baldur's Gate 3 or Wrath of the Righteous. This is pretty cool. Can't do anything with you. What's your deal? Well met, how go your travels? Do you know anything of the battle fought in West Harbor against the King of Shadows long ago? If memory serves, that was where the King of Shadows was defeated. We lost almost every soldier of Neverwinter to a man in that battle at West Harbor, and we suffered terrible losses when their bodies were recovered. It is said they were rotted, decayed, as if devoured from within. Horrid. The King of Shadows was said to have a legion of demons at his command, and many villages did not survive the battles along the mere as West Harbor did. But the exact purpose of this sorcerer or being was never known. I'll be going now. We found this journal being used in a ritual within Neverwinter. It looks as if it belongs to a shadow priest. Indeed, let me see that. I shall have some of the many-starred cloaks examine it at once. It may be some time before they complete their examination, but for now, I thank you for bringing this to my attention, and please accept this as a token of my thanks for your vigilance. I'll be going. All right, that's all done. What's up, Brunar? I never played Neverwinter Nights 1, so I can't comment on that. You like it more than BG3? Tav? Right, but maybe not Derp. I don't even count the Tav. I never play as a Tav. Mask of the Betrayer is better than BG3 to me, even if dated. I can't wait to find out for myself. I like the Neverwinter Nights 2 party members a lot, but the pacing really damages the main story. That's exactly how I feel. Taking way too long to get some of these party members. I just now got the keep. I mean, how long have we been playing? It's been like 40 hours, right? Way too long. Way too long to wait for you to get this massive keep you're supposed to manage. It's that aspect of the game is just not working for me, but there are other aspects that definitely work quite a bit. So, you know, 6 in one hand, half a dozen the other. Oh, and the collector's mansion is right over there as well, which is another place I need to visit. You always Dark Urge? Yeah, me too. Pacing isn't as good, but the actual story, when taken as a story, I think beats Tav, the BG3. Yeah, I can't comment on the Tav. You might very well be correct. Mass is really good, but the mechanic it revolves around does get certain classes, in my opinion. Yeah, that's why I keep hearing, Josh, that a lot of the characters you have to fight, they're going to be immune to like critical hits and things of that nature. What is the problem? Oh, whoops. Was that supposed to go down here, I guess? Of course, it doesn't let me do that. Would it make sense to give a castle to a level 2 character? No, but I'm sure they could have figured out a better way. Where there's a will, there's a way and all that. So wait. Oh, so yep. I didn't go in here at all.
How can I help?
That's interesting. All right.
Yep.
So we can go in there. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. I had a fantastic time live streaming this game, but it's almost been 4 hours. Let me look around for those of you who are on Twitch and see if there's a good person for me to be able to raid and send you all to. Let's see, browse. And we'll take Rogue Trader. And hey, look at that. Castivore only has 2 viewers. I don't know how many are watching you right now, but let's see if we can get you over here. Is this the way it works? I can't remember. Yep, raise created. Excellent. All right, appreciate you. Thanks. You know, I'm going to send all of the Twitch friends over to this content creator. Make sure you are nice. Represent me well, please. Thank you so much. To all of you on YouTube, Brian, Jovi, Muppet, Josh, Incarnate, Cyanide, Damas. I appreciate all of you. Take care. Have an absolutely wonderful evening. I do plan to be on tomorrow night, so hopefully I'll see all of you all there, and I'll see you in the next stream. Take care.